characters, I think, have like an innate ability of some kind, don't
Yes,
they?
yeah.
I didn't know that originally. I was just like, oh, cool, I can change what my person looks like.
There's so many mechanics in that game to learn.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Like every time I start a new run, it's like, oh, here's 20 minutes of like arranging a million things before I actually start
Yeah.
playing. But it's
I'm
yeah,
s-
it's incredibly addictive.
I'm trying to like every time I play, try and like try out different deck styles for the different characters and see what
See,
see
I should
what's
probably do
what.
that more because I've got very attached to particular decks for each one now. I probably should
Yeah.
actually experiment a little more.
I've been, yeah, normally I end up going big on the fire damage with the magic lady. Blow things up.
See, I'm all about
Massively onto
mental
the.
damage of her.
Well, I did all about mental damage with my cleric. Cleric mental damage
Okay.
was good fun.
So my cleric is healing and holy damage.
Mm.
Um,
Well, that's what I've gone for this time.
And then the robot guy is awesome. So the robot guy, like, can keep his shield all the time and also get loads of taunt. So he just blocks
Oh,
everything.
nice.
Yeah,
Stick him at the front then.
yeah. This means nothing to anybody else. Sorry.
Pretty much exactly that. Yeah.
You
The
like this game, Phil? It's good.
I don't think I would. The bit that I don't think I'd like the sound of is the having to or having the option to have different decks before you start each run and balancing that. I cannot be doing with that. That's
Wait,
why.
is that a thing? Because I haven't discovered that yet. If that is the thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. So every time every time you win a fight, you get some cards, and sometimes they unlock
Yeah.
new ones. So
Yeah.
once you've unlocked a card, you can start with that card in your deck. But
Well,
every
but I didn't know
card,
that.
every card has a cost to add to your deck, which you have to pay on every single run.
Okay.
And you can save decks. So I've got saved decks for each hero, which have
Yeah.
got like extra cards and like upgrades on those cards.
Mm.
But at the minute, most runs I can't afford to play all four of those decks at the same time.
Yeah.
Too many choices.
Yeah, you are
I
spoilt for choice.
I can't do them with that. My ideal game is one where you start, especially a deck builder, is one where you start with the vanilla deck every time, and then just
I mean,
get
Yeah.
cards out of the market during the game.
if
So
it helps, that's how I've been playing.
yeah, but it was just something Sam said about there's just so, and you were talking about there's so many different mechanics, so many different options.
And it's also the fact you're building four decks. Each character
Yeah.
character in your party has their own deck. So if you're playing solo, you're basically playing four deck builders at the same time and trying to optimize four different decks and remember what's in each of them.
Yeah, that's why I never fell down the magic rabbit hole, because I just could not be asked with it, and wondering whether 3 of that card or 4 of that card would be better. No, fuck it. So I'm just gonna card wise. I'm just gonna wait till Keyforge comes back and then try that again.
Pester Dan for when that digital version will be ready.
Well, that's true. That is very true.
It kept that one sneakily quiet for a long time.
Well, it can't be that long. I mean, how long's it? I don't know what a development time on something like that is.
Well, I was told way, way back when Keyforge was first launching, when I was still working at Heroes, our sales rep told us then there was a digital version already like coming, but if that was true, it can't be the one that is now coming, because surely
Yeah, I don't think
that's
I
a
don't think
massive amount of
can.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you aware of like the whole Keyforge conspiracies? About
some of them about what happened to the algorithm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed all that speculation.
Yeah. It is amazing, and I would love to actually know the truth. To see a documentary about it would be absolutely brilliant.
Wait, what's this? What are the conspiracies? I need to know these.
So the game got put on ice because the official reasoning was like they had to rebuild the algorithms from scratch, like the deck building algorithms.
Something went wrong with the algorithm.
Yeah, but
and they couldn't fix it.
The Reddit conspiracy theory is that, FFG like fired tons of when Asmodee took them over a year or two ago, whatever. There's all these like Reddit conspiracy theories about how like somebody took the algorithm or messed with it and all this sort of stuff, which is like it's not impossible, but it seems entirely unlikely.
Yeah, the story was that someone had stolen the code for the algorithm or stolen the database, and had just taken it and they couldn't they didn't have backups, they didn't have anything.
Yeah, it's possible, I suppose. But if it is true, then it's incredibly incompetent on the part of FFG.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea of an employee doing something maliciously, I can, that's entirely possible. But the idea that they had no kind of backup is the bit that makes me think it sounds too sort of wild to be true. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think more likely is the thing that it just it was just getting slower and slower.
Yeah, I could see
to
that.
actually produce new decks because every deck had to be unique, and then they were building in more and more things that you either had to have or didn't or couldn't have, and that may well have been a problem. And
I expect it was that. I expect it was written badly,
not future proofed.
Yeah, at some point when you're writing code and it's bad, you just have to throw it all away and start again.
But the fact that it's taken them this long, I mean, I assumed that they perhaps came up with some stuff in it that was fundamentally broken. There were certain things it was just never going to do, or certain features that they wanted for the next set and they couldn't add. And then that COVID, the fact that they would, if they did a new algorithm, it would break the old decks as well.
They just announced more decks coming.
But they actually had, they've announced the next set, and then they put the whole thing on hiatus. About
must be 18 months ago, right? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I remember it going on hiatus.
Yeah, and they have not. There has been no talk. One of the Facebook groups has hinted that there is an announcement coming soon.
Right.
But it was I think it was Italian, and I wasn't going to watch the video with Italian subtitle in Italian with subtitles. I couldn't be asked. And when it probably would end up to turn out to be no actual information. But
I have to say, I did not like Hearthstone at all.
Yeah, I played it once online and it was fine.
We're talking Hearthstone on Keyforge.
I meant Keyforge.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. So
Keyforge. I really liked Keyforge.
I liked Hearthstone.
There's ideas about Keyforge I really like, but it's kind of weird. The idea that you never have to build a deck is quite appealing, but it's also incredibly frustrating.
Yeah. Yes.
And I mean, I guess it's like a lot of games, but when I played it, maybe I just wasn't any good, but it felt like as soon as you were losing, you just lost. But I guess that's true of a lot of card games because they're made to play in like 15 minutes. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is true of a lot of card games. You could get a lot of matchups that were really unbalanced. And I think there was more skill in playing than it appeared when you first started, because you kind of look at it and go, oh, that's the house I'm using, do all that. I think there was a lot of timing skill that perhaps made a bit of a difference. I think the more you played it, and I think the thing that Richard Garfield wanted is he wanted you to take your crappy deck and play it a lot until you
mastered it type thing.
How to play it. But no one's doing that. People are opening the deck, going, that's shit, throwing it away. And then buying another deck and doing that until they find one that fits the meta, which I think is
he was trying to make it more like the olden days of Magic, but
yeah,
I guess it just doesn't work with the age of the internet.
For me, it's a throwaway game, I think. But it's one that I would actually go to a tournament for.
The only way I'd ever play it is in like a sealed environment. Yeah. I'm not interested in taking my deck against your deck that you bought online or whatever.
No, a sealed tournament is good, although then you're still at the mercy of players that are better than you, and unfortunately that's more than 50% of them for me. But it, at least it had something, and it's even better as sealed with a new set where you don't know any cards.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
I think the concept is really novel. Like the idea that every deck is like not even like it's different. Every deck is unique. Is very cool. But like I'm not really a big fan of the game.
But no, I did. I liked it. I kind of miss it. But again, the people that were playing it here wanted to play it every week, and they wanted to come down on a Thursday night for Keyforge night.
I don't really know what happened to the group at Heroes.
No,
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if they were still playing when COVID started. I'm not sure.
think I saw some stuff on it. I
I
don't
know
know.
Matt was very like into it and driving it all,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But the the online, the Crucible's still going, and I played on that not that long ago.
Oh, okay.
And other than the fact that the people are pretty rude on it, there's a lot of, if you take longer than like 4 seconds to play a card, then people will rage quit. If you start beating them, people will rage quit. And it's just that, oh, that's not really what I
There
want.
was, I don't know, Shut Up and Sit Down did a video very recently looking at Netrunner and whether it was worth getting into now, and they were talking about Jinteki and how it's like, I don't know, I always think Jinteki is quite user friendly. It was probably because I've played literally thousands of games.
Yeah, it's totally not.
But they were talking about how it's not, and how like the people are just like expect you to kind of know everything, and if you don't, they just like they move on to the next game, etc. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure, again, you need an online, you need to find a community, and then if you're playing with people that you actually know and you can talk to on Discord and stuff, I think it's probably fine.
Yeah.
It's tempting. I've got a friend who's got quite a lot of Netrunner he bought from somewhere, and he really likes it.
Have you ever actually played?
I've played it. I've now played 3 times
Okay.
before. I like it. I like it, and I played the original as well. Somewhere.
Would you like to buy a complete collection?
Sorry?
Would you like to buy a complete collection?
No, thank you. I don't want to buy any. But yeah, it's fine. But again, it's as we started this conversation, it's deck building, and I don't want to do that because it's just too hard.
I genuinely
do that.
I couldn't put into words how much I like Netrunner.
Yeah, I do want to do some deck building. I'm sure maybe like Netrunner's a bit too much like a meta, but I guess I quite like deck building games, as in like the genre of game rather than games.
I said I want my deck building to happen during the game. I want to start with a starter deck or Dominion like.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want to start with I don't even want to start with here's 100 cards, pick 30. I definitely don't want to start with here's 4,000 cards, pick 60 of them.
I mean, yeah, any like proper trading card collectible game, once it gets to a certain point, it becomes incredibly difficult to get involved. Yeah.
Have you ever played the game that I can't remember what it's called, but it's by Serlin Games?
Millennium Blades.
No, not Millennium Blades. It's a more recent one that is it's called Codex. I've just googled it.
No.
Millennium Blades is not by Silent Games. Millennium Blades is by Level 99 Games.
Okay.
So Codex is essentially a sort of MOBA in a game, but it's there's a deck building element, but it's kind of like it kind of fits that juxtaposition between sort of like deck building and deck building. In that there's not like a common marker or anything. Each you play like a deck, a person, and you have like a book of 20 or so different cards that you can add. So you start with a small deck.
I have seen it. No,
I played it once. It's quite good, but I think unfortunately because I think Serling games aren't massively distributed, especially in the UK. Yeah, Serling is like a strange guy. He's so obsessed with like competitive fighting games, essentially.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at his games. Flash Duel is another game I've had of his, which is really good.
Oh, is this Puzzle Strike guy?
Yeah, Puzzle Strike guy.
Yeah,
Puzzle Strike's amazing.
I love Puzzle Strike. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same guy. Like he's so obsessed with like these asymmetric like combat games, in any format. Because I don't know if you know his background, but he basically has a background in working in, fighting games.
Yes. Yeah, I remember when I first got into Puzzle Strike, reading a bunch of stuff about him. Yeah.
That looks fascinating.
Yeah, Codex might suit you actually if you're kind of want some deck building, but because it kind of has that bit of that Magic the Gathering-y type feel where every deck is unique. The problem with deck building games like Dominion style games is sometimes they can feel a bit samey because everyone's got roughly the same sort of cards to buy from.
Yeah, that's true, but
I still love them. They are probably one of my favorite.
For me, I haven't found any game in that genre that is better than Star Realms.
Star Realms is a very good, yeah.
I think Star Realms is fairly close to being perfect in a 20-minute smack the other person in the face game.
It's so easy to teach as well.
I
Yeah,
don't think. I found Star Realms is sometimes a bit snowbally,
I
but maybe I didn't play it
that's
enough.
I think I think snowbally as in it gets builds to a crescendo or what? What do you mean by
No,
snowbally?
I mean as in like one person can run away with the game and basically end the game on like 100 health or however much health you
I
get.
I think I've played. It's the game I've played most. I played about 150 games against one person. Back in the days we were in the office,
That's a lot of
and
games.
what we found. I mean, admittedly, you learn each other's style, but what we found was that the games were close. The games were always close. It would come down to um, I would win, but if I hadn't won, then you probably would have won the next round. And
Interesting.
occasionally you get ones where you just run away with it, but mostly it's close. And I'd say that's the same playing online.
I think I
But
mostly played with people who hadn't played the game very much, or like maybe it was their first or second time playing. And for those players, it can go a bit wrong.
yeah, and there's a few things to watch out for. There's a few obvious things that people who start playing going to go for, like picking too many cards, and also buying cards towards the end of the game. Sometimes it just is not worth it.
Is Warforged back yet?
I feel like the red cards are also really trash. I mean, they do trash things, but
Trashing, oh no, trashing is
well, trashing's usually good, right? But like if you go like all into trashing, you end up like not really doing enough damage.
yeah. You have to. Well, again, that's what I think's good about it. You have to balance the two. You have to think about it. And the first time you trash all your cards and discover you've got no way of dealing damage is awesome.
Sure, I guess I haven't played it enough to
Yeah, I think playing a lot. I mean,
that experience of doing
yeah,
that. Not I necessarily did it myself, but that experience of doing it, like someone
yeah,
doing it against me, is kind of what stuck with me because I never haven't played it enough to get
yeah.
past.
I
Makes sense.
think it is playing a lot. I mean, that's the fact that I will forgive a lot of games, a lot of stuff if you can play them in 20 minutes. Because I don't mind how good a game you're having and how bad a game I'm having if it's over quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Yeah,
especially as
I
we
do
then
agree.
shuffle it all back, and then I can try and copy what you did last time.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
But oh,
I do quite like Star Realms.
I love
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Is Cormac back, or is he away from his keyboard still?
Yeah, I am
Oh,
back.
cool. That's cool.
Hi back.
Eee.
Thought I
Cormac,
could get away from it.
your T-shirt looked awesome, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I thought it looked pretty cool.
I think it looked amazing. I think it was a shame the rest of the band weren't wearing them, but
I didn't see your T-shirt. What did it say?
It didn't say anything. It was just like a tie-dye T-shirt that had
Oh, nice.
like okay, what's the thing?
Time Turner,
Sand-
wasn't it?
Sand,
Had an
Hourglass?
hourglass on it.
Hourglass. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Designed your own T-shirt for the festival, didn't you?
yeah. And then we got two because it printed off wrong or something, didn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, the guys in the factory told me the first one was printed incorrectly, but I mean, I literally couldn't see what was wrong with it. So, what do I know about QA? Apparently,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like that's your job, right? It's fine.
no. I literally don't head up our quality department at all, so it's fine.
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
Yes, very
It's
much
Sam,
so.
you don't
It's
even have to
literally
ask.
my job. Yeah, it's literally my job to make sure that prints look good, and I couldn't see what was wrong with it. So yeah.
Fine. Let's just say those that can't teach, but in this case, those who
Print.
can't manage.
Cool. If we have everybody other than Elwin who will join us shortly, and Leokin who will never join us again.
Rip.
No, we
indeed.
got a plan for that.
Yeah.
Oh really? Exciting.
Pretty simple, really. You've already given us all the tools we need.
Ooh,
We're just
very
going to will him
exciting.
back into existence.
Nice. This will be a fun session.
Yeah, I hope you've got Cody on speed dial.
Yeah. He doesn't find me irritating at all. Yeah. So last session, we opened with Leo King falling unconscious, attacked by one of the insect devourers, and essentially rendering him brain dead, lowering his intelligence to 0. You guys sort of continued dealing with the increasing number of intellect devourers you became aware of in that room on the lower levels of the archives, as well as the three, in fact, Arc Forge sentries you ended up having to fight off. Things became extra spicy when the first Arc Forge sentry you defeated sort of let out this burst of electric lightning energy, which knocked Leokin from unconscious with hit points to unconscious with no hit points, as well as no one else got down with the first one. I think other people got down on the second one, didn't they? From what I recall.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but it was a pretty tough combat, maybe up there with the toughest you've experienced. But you did eventually see off the last of these Intellect Devourers and the Arc Forge sentries. At which point there was some discussion about what to do with the Oakin, who was still not coming around to consciousness. There was a heartbeat. Checked the pulse. He was alive, but was not responding in any way. You also had the two members of the City Watch, the two guards that you'd encountered. You came across them again in that era, and you eventually decided to sort of tell them to. You took their necklaces off of them, and then told them to head back out of these lower levels. Essentially, you decided to make a makeshift stretcher for Leokin and to evacuate, I guess, and get him out of this situation. Before leaving that room you were in, though, there was a voice. Everyone heard a voice, but you after some perception checks, everyone became aware that this voice was internal. It seemed to be inside each of your minds rather than in the room with you, calling out for a dad or father. There was a little bit of confusion and speculation on that. Elwyn suggested that possibly this may have been related to him. But before that sort of speculation could continue much further, Warforged recognised another voice, as a voice called out for "My creation, come to me." Warforged recognised this voice and vocally expressed that this was their creator. This seemed to get sort of mixed reactions from the group on what the correct next steps were, whether to continue getting the Oakin out of the situation, or whether to investigate these people trying to communicate with your group. But following a third voice, which Z recognised as the voice that has taunted him in the past, or taunted them in the past, the decision was made amongst the group that it was time to get the fuck out. Which you did, and you began making your way back through the various corridors and rooms of the lower levels of the archives. And as you got towards that sort of large spiral staircase that brought you down from the upper levels, those two guards were there again, and they just seemed to be stood around, not doing a lot. You sort of ushered them ahead and suggested they should go up ahead of you, and then one of them kind of, not hostile, well, I suppose it's up to you if you want to determine it's a hostile act, but one purposely stuck a leg out and tripped Carl, causing Lokin's stretcher to drop down and for tempers to begin fraying, and this whole situation began to escalate as the guards had a change in demeanour, began laughing and taunting, and just accusing somebody, presumably Carl, based on the sort of the facial expressions and the way this was being vocalised and directed, of letting him die again, letting him down, failing. And this ticked Carl off, I guess. Yeah, Carl launched himself towards this guard. Elwyn jumping in the way. Elwyn not doing particularly well on their strength roll. But Z using their powers of portent to ensure that Carl also was not feeling particularly strengthy.
Sorry, Carl.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
And yeah, Elwyn held Carl back as this situation began to build and build, during which Leokin's body began to sort of the muscles sort of tensing and almost going into some kind of spasm or fit. The party becoming aware of this whilst all this was going on. And then this spasming seemed to just stop and cease. In a panic, Elwyn released Carl. Elwyn and Eleanor dashed over to the Oaken's side. Whilst this was going on, the guard begins laughing again. Warforged lost their temper, presumably, something we've not really seen before, and stabbed their rapier through the chest of this guard, killing them. Meanwhile, Elwyn and Eleanor knelt down beside Leokin, checking for the pulse. Initially, just felt the pulse on the neck as they held the fingers there, and then they came to the unfortunate realization that was not to happen again, and that was the last beat of Leokin's heart. Miss him. His picture is on the main on the splash page for now. We'll see how long that lasts when I get around to it. Sorry, Leokin. So I guess that leaves us where we are. Carl on his knees in some mixture of anger and general overwhelmed by the situation. Elwyn and Eleanor down on their knees beside Leokin. Warforged, you've just viciously stabbed through the stomach of this guard, and Z somewhere in the middle of this mess, trying to make sense of this situation,
failing to do so.
Yeah, I guess Z, you are the one that is not immediately doing any kind of action. What's going
on? Okay, so I want to rush over to Leokin and just kind of do. I think they haven't done. No, Elwyn's done a medicine check, right?
Yes.
To see and knows he's dead.
There is no more beating of the heart. Yeah.
And the guards are. One of them's definitely dead. I thought I remembered at the end of the session you said they dropped and stopped doing anything.
Yes, so one of them, there was one that was already down the ground, which Carl had already I believe Carl sort of punched and laid out.
Yeah,
pummeled, I believe, yes.
Which is the same one which Warforged lost their temper with and drove the rapier through the stomach.
Okay.
The other one was stood and then just dropped to the ground in absolute silence. Yeah.
So they don't seem to be paying attention or anything like that. They're out of it.
Yeah, certainly does not seem conscious now.
So I will rush over towards Leokin and just kind of skid down on my knees and throw the rucksack off my back, rummage through it. I just throw shoulder. I throw a bedroll and my rations out to the side and all this. Dig down all the way to the bottom and just pull out that book.
Yeah.
And just desperately start leafing through, looking for any kind of anything in there that would help bring him back.
Yeah, you can make a investigation check at disadvantage as you panically look through this book.
That control?
Yes. It's not bad.
I rolled a 19 for one of them, damn. I mean, out of character, I'm expecting nothing, but yeah.
You desperately leaf through the book looking for anything that jumps out at you immediately. You've been working through this book with Elwyn's assistance, making sense of it. You panically look through. The only thing that jumps out to you in that immediate moment, as you're sort of going through the pages, is this same magic, this spell you've learned and made use of previously. That's the only immediate sort of reference you can seem to find relating to healing anything like that, restoration. But this is, as we've established, this is a big book, and you are in quite a panic.
And I've got no reason to believe that spell would do anything to help in this situation, have I?
From what you're aware of, it's pretty unclear. It will take the essence of one thing and
Yeah.
put it into another. What the limitations or the lengths that can go to, not really made explicitly clear.
Yeah.
But not impossible to attempt if you're willing to risk the potential consequences.
I just am scaredly looking at my hit points. Um. Oh, 1 second. Maths. No, that's not right. Quick maths.
If you're working out the maths, I think you are. It's about 50-50.
That is the maths I just worked out.
My
I
math says it's very, 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 very marginally in your favour.
I
But
think I agree
we are
with you.
talking about an extremely slim margin,
I
right?
think I agree with you. Yeah. Fuck it. I reached down and put my hand over the Oaken's chest, and I'm going to attempt to cast Corrin's Touch.
Yeah, go for it.
I think it's just all it's gonna do is actually just ping a thing, isn't it?
It will, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to finally find out what that means in real life?
I don't know. I like the secrecy.
Let's see how this
We'll
plays out, I
see.
guess. Yeah, Z, you flick through the book, desperately looking for something, and in this moment, maybe emotion overtakes your sense of logic,
Yeah.
and yeah, you resort to the only thing you know, or that in fact, it is the only thing you know that is a way of restoring life or wellness to something. Yeah, you reach down and you use the same incantation you've read from the book, pulling this, whatever this dark force is that you've been making use of when you've used this in the past. And this really fucking hurts.
Oh yeah.
You take 15 points of necrotic damage as your life force leaves through your fingers, the same way it has in the past, and you feel it. You can feel just your entire sense of self, of your own life force come out, go through your arm and through your hand into the target you're touching, and there's nothing.
I collapse. That hurt, and I'm in a lot of pain. So I just drop and just like lay on the ground just for a minute. Just put my hand up. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just need a minute. I could do with a nap. I'm sorry. I tried. I tried. I can't do anything else.
Carl's gonna get up from his knees,
Yeah.
wipe his face, and I'm gonna go over to this guard. Is he unconscious?
He seems to be a first check. If you want to, you can make a medicine check if you want
I
to
will.
make a really,
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you reach out and check. You can see the chest is moving. Maybe a little on the slow side, but yeah, there's definitely life in them there.
But his eyes are closed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start trying to wake him up. Start off with just shaking him slightly,
Hmm.
tapping his face.
You get no response immediately. As you're trying, you're sort of tapping at the face, trying to sort of get something out of them. The you sort of pull back the eyelids, looking for any kind of response in there, and the eyes. This looks very similar to when you saw Leokin downed previously. There's life in the body, but there seems to there as the sort of proverb goes, there is nothing behind the eyes. It seems.
So after about a minute, I'm just going to drop him.
Yeah. Warforce, what are you doing at the moment?
Just like he's just still looking over that body that he stabbed. He's just like
Mm-hmm.
he looks over it for a minute, then he goes over to Lee again. Yeah.
Over Leokin.
No, he goes round, then yeah,
That's fine.
and just looks. Yeah.
And
So how long has it been since the start of this episode, as it were?
30 to 60 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. So in that case, I'm still sort of cradling his head or what have you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wake him up. I sort of know that he's not going to wake up, but
Yeah.
still going to try.
Yeah. But you and Elwin obviously made that medicine check together last session. That like you said,
I'm just not ready to accept it yet.
You're in a similar situation as Z. Like you're there's probably a realization between the five of you already at this point that this is this is permanent.
Yeah, but I just don't want to admit it.
Elwin is stunned into silence, obviously. Oh, don't worry about this room too much. This is just a random. Yeah.
So where we were leaving that
You're
level.
right at you're right at the entrance to this level. You're right at the bottom of that large spiral staircase. Yeah. You've got the spiral staircase in front of you, and behind you, the lower levels that you've just came back through. Yeah.
Okay, Carl's gonna kind of do the I'm gonna start doing kind of the equivalent of, I don't know, cleaning making sure the gun's working properly, but I'm basically just sort of running through through a dagger, the long sword, making sure my chain is on properly.
Yeah.
Securing stuff and just pretty much just pulling gauntlets back on, getting ready to go back. After
Oh, his eyes open or closed?
The Oaken, open currently.
I close them.
Yeah.
it's sword, yeah.
Yeah, his belongings. I mean, currently the belongings are all on that. In fact, I think you guys could even open it up and see the belongings are on there.
Cool.
I think we discussed that there was some kind of splitting of stuff last time just to make him carryable, but obviously at this point, discuss amongst yourselves, I guess.
Well, I guess what I would, gonna go over, gonna pick up his sword and basically again put that on him, and again tidy up any other stuff that he's got. So make sure his hand axe is back in its sheath and that sort of stuff.
guess I'll ask the awkward question. Does anybody want anything from Leokin?
What does he have?
I think Carl.
If you double click on him, you can see.
Yeah, there's a Leokin had a massive amount that they were carrying.
What's his holy symbol? And what
You'll
form
never
does it
know.
take?
I'm not sure Leokin knew what his holy symbol was.
Hmm.
Actually, give me 1 second. I take that back. I think Cody and I may have actually discussed that. Give me 1 second, double check.
Literally looking through, and suddenly you find this pike that he'd obviously had strapped to
Yeah.
his back for the entire time.
Along with an entire Ngobu hide.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff
and a
that
two-person
Leokin's
tent.
carrying.
Yeah.
20
then, like-
torches.
Yeah.
And then another random great. He has like 2 great
Yeah,
swords.
He's got 2 great swords.
Yeah.
So we leave him holding the shit great sword, right? And
Yeah,
we take,
I think
and we take the frostbound one.
Carl takes the crossbow great sword.
Oh, no, I'll put the Frostborn Greatsword in his hand.
But
I think we
you
should
could,
take the potion of healing.
you could use the frostbound
Yeah,
great
you
sword.
could use the. He has a tent. He has a
He
2-person.
he is carrying a 2-person tent. Yes.
Well,
And a
I might,
hand.
I might be carrying a 2-person tent as well. That was the kind of
He's
person
got so
Leokin
much
was. He was always prepared.
19
always
days worth
carrying
of meals.
Mm.
Yes, Leokin's holy symbol is a small golden. It's like a rope necklace with a golden symbol of a hammer between two balancing things. I can't remember what they're called. Scales. That's
Scales.
the word. Yes. And it doesn't take any kind of religion check. This is pretty well known. This is the symbol of Tyr. Again, make of it what you will. The god of justice and order.
What?
Just feels wrong.
Can we just click? Is it okay if we just split the gold, the money 5 ways?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah, but there's not a split 4 ways button. So.
If you want to split 5 ways,
I believe I can
Jesus
split it
Christ,
4
he's
ways.
50
Yeah.
platinum.
Yeah, I already clicked the button.
That's cool.
He got 50
However,
platinum.
I feeling
I will from my own personal supply of take out 2 silver pieces and place them on his eyes.
Yeah.
That being a time to just like homebrew some stuff. That being a dwarfian burial rite.
Yeah, no. Absolutely.
I'm going to. I've got his holy symbol, and you see Carl sort of goes to pull it off his neck,
Mm-hmm.
and then stops, and I'll either lift it off of him carefully or untie it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to just with the thong it was on, I'm going to wrap it around the inside of the shield, so the bit of the shield we'll hold on to. See, it's
Nice.
on the inside of my shield.
Someone take the potion of healing yet?
No one's taken it yet.
Okay, I will take it because we sort of need that.
Yeah, we won't say no to that. There is a brooch of shielding on him as well. Just so you're aware, that is something we found before. He is currently carrying
What's it do?
Resistance to force damage and immunity to the magic missile spell.
Oh, nice. Well, that should probably go to somebody for sure. That's like a very powerful thing.
It's pointless putting it on me because I have shield, which does the exact same thing.
I also have shield. It doesn't do the exact same thing, but yes.
Well,
shield.
yeah.
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 Well, does anyone want to take it, or I can take it now and redistribute it later on?
Yeah, that's
No.
fine. I don't think we should leave the frost
And then,
brand.
We're not leaving him here. We're
Yeah,
gonna
but what
bury.
happens when we take? Where are we taking the body? Do we know where his parents are buried?
No idea.
Yeah,
Carl,
I think I
do
do.
you know?
I know.
He
Yeah, I think so.
he should be with them.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
But do we have
But
time to do that now, or do we need
No.
to?
I think we need to go back in, right?
Yeah, yeah, we need to
I'm
go back
wo-
in.
I'm
We
worried
have,
that if we
we
don't
have,
go back in and get this finished up, then Lincoln's death is going to be wasted.
yeah, we haven't done what Leokin came down
At
here to
least
do.
make his death worth something.
But I mean, potentially, is there any chance we could catch our breath before going back?
I think that's a good idea. Well, we
I
sit for approximately 1 hour and tell stories of our
I
favourite
did.
time that Leokin did something.
Ideally, I would love to have a full chill out and sleep, but I think time may be of the essence.
Everyone can discuss
Uh,
the many times they found Leokin's hands in their rucksack.
yeah,
Indeed.
nah.
Or,
Yeah.
attacking them.
All that, yeah. Look, he was trying to kill Elwyn, not you. Let it go.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm over it.
Don't slander the dead.
I got the last laugh. It's fine.
Um, I'm also going to make a note that when we come back out of here to pick up all the rations, but I'm not going to take them now.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think short rest,
We
i.e., 1 hour's worth of before we go back in.
well, in that case, let's take Leokin. Were there some rooms on this level? Was it this level that had?
Yeah, yeah. You there was that long corridor that had a number of rooms off to the side. Yeah.
Let's take him and put him in the room with all the artifacts.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll find something he finally wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a safe enough place to go.
What were you doing
We can
about
shut the door.
these two guards?
Is there a well? One of them's dead. Is there a
One's dead.
smaller room? What? I'll just look around. Can I see a door that looks like that I could somehow stop the guard from opening it? So stick a great sword through a handle, or
Yeah, yeah. You can one of those side rooms of that long corridor. You could definitely place him into. Yeah.
the guard that's unconscious in one of those and block the door shut. Whether that's if it opens into the corridor, then some sort of spikes or something.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Leokin's pike.
Yeah, that would work. Wedge that in the doorway. Hammer that in.
Nice. Cool. And you are I was about to dispose of. Sorry, you are leaving Leokin's body in that room with all the trinkets. You said.
Yeah.
Are we resting in there as well?
Oh,
Seems
No.
like it's good. No?
Now let Leokin sleep. Let's find another room to rest in the corridor, can't we?
I mean, yeah, it's just a bit open in case something wanders past.
Better we see it than it surprises us.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
I sit down and start going through my spell book.
yeah, I'll sit down and start. I don't know.
Just picking up another one of those side rooms you guys are going into. Yeah, not the same one as Leokin.
I think we're gonna stay in the corridor.
In the corridor
Yeah.
itself. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I will look round a side room and I'll find a chair.
Mhm.
And I'll just drag that out.
I'm alright, just sit on the floor.
and just sit on a chair
Sounds
and
good.
see. I'll see how long I can sharpen my longsword before the scraping noise finally drives Eleanor nuts.
I'm fine with it, surprisingly.
Yeah, you all sit down and take the benefits of a long rest. Helpfully, our player that's not
Short rest,
here,
right?
short rest, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Our player that is not here is on full health, so
Full health, I assume. Yeah. Of course he is.
that combat went quite well for Elwyn.
Cool.
As I said last week, you don't get to be that old by getting killed.
I'm going to put the brochure shielding on, but I'm willing to give it to anybody who wants it. It's just that I have it
Go
because
for it.
I had it. I'll be back 1 second, folks,
Yeah,
whilst we're
okay.
having a rest.
I rolled all my hit dice, and even then, was not quite at full
Yeah,
hit points.
your dice are rubbish.
Yeah, D6s, it's crap.
Mm.
For what it's worth, I put myself down onto 6 hit points there, and I think really for averages, actually, I rolled pretty nicely for that spell.
Yeah.
Rolled pretty below average.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you rolled the exact mathematical average, you just stayed alive by the smallest of margins.
Yeah. Yeah, average on a D8's 5, right? So
Oh,
If you're rolling two, yeah, you do a 4.5. So if you were rolling 4 dice, it should have been 18, right?
yeah.
Well, yeah, there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're fine. It all went well. I won't worry.
But it did nothing.
Well, not that you're aware of. When you go out to that other room and the Okins
I'm
walking
at the other room
around.
and he's a zombie.
yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be a right laugh. We get to kill him all over again.
Yeah, lots of hit dice are rolled.
Yeah, there was an awful lot of hit dice roll.
Yeah, there really was. Yeah.
It still wasn't enough. Whatever.
No, got action surge back. I haven't got rage back. No, I haven't got action surge back. Got a second wind back.
I thought action surge was short rest.
I hadn't used action surge. It was second wind.
Okay. I was saying, yeah, you definitely used your second wind.
Rage is apparently
Rage is long rest, yeah.
It's okay. I've still got one.
I'm just gonna grab a drink. 1 second, because it's boiling in this room.
Have I got reckless attack? Is that second level? It is. Oh, I haven't used that yet. Okie dokie. How do we protect ourselves from intellect of ours?
How do we indeed?
Yeah. Who's got the necklaces off the two guards? I have a feeling I've got one, although it's not on my character sheet.
But yeah, I think I've got time, but it was Carl and Eleanor. Yeah.
Okay.
I will add those now. I think I have them in one of my many folders on here.
Well, so this game of Great Western Trail is not doing me so well as the last game of Great Western Trail.
Well, that's good, because you absolutely thrashed us the last time.
But I mean, for what it's worth, playing Great Western Trail is a lot of fun. I love it when you get to play Great Western Trail.
My favourite is just waiting. I love waiting for my turn at Great Western Trail.
Yeah.
Look, you need to shut up, okay? I will get to my turn when I get to it.
When I'm good and ready.
Yeah.
It is a play slowly game, and
I
you're
also love
gonna be.
playing. I love playing Vector Race as
I
well.
took my turn in Oh shit! It is my turn in Vector Race as well. I'll
You
give you that.
should know better than that, yeah.
Look, I did take my turn at one point. It's not my fault.
Yeah, we agree you have taken turns in games at some point.
Yeah, no, it's not my turn anymore on Great Western Trail. So quit your
Probably
moaning.
it probably will be by the end of the next round.
Just because I'm winning in Vector Race and you all can't take it.
Sure.
Yeah. If you can be in at the front winning.
Yeah, that is what I count as. Is that not the intention of the game?
We'd have to ask we need someone who's
Do any of us know the rules?
an expert on this on
I
races.
assumed the idea of the game was just to be in first.
I think the idea of races appears to be just to moan about the cars and the people organising it and
Yes,
complain. That seems to
as
be all they
somebody
do.
who works in Formula One, as
Yeah.
of 1 week's time, that's exactly what racing's all about.
So, question is, do we want to go have another look over that room with the artifacts in?
Probably not.
I won't say no. Charlie won't say yes, but Eleanor certainly doesn't understand the point of it.
Oh, also, throw me that rope quick. We got 10 minutes, right?
Oh yeah, I'll throw you the rope quick.
Yeah, that's cool.
I will spend 10 minutes and I will ritual cast Identify.
Indeed, and I will identify it for Eleanor.
Ooh.
The rope, is it?
It is a rope.
Yes. Nice. Rope of entanglement.
When you identify it, do you get another command word?
Sorry, 1 second.
Yes, it's bubblegum.
I think it's actually Go Gadget Rope.
A gadget rope.
I think it probably needs attunement. I can't see a sign for it needing
Doesn't
attunement.
say it. Doesn't say it.
Doesn't say it.
Unless it says on the actual card requires attunement on the bottom, it doesn't require attunement.
Doesn't work.
As far as I'm aware.
I think it would.
Uh,
Who wants it?
It sounds like the sort of thing you or
Sorry, I have that
Eleanor.
look.
You or Elwyn or possibly
Elwyn does like tying people up.
He does like tying people up.
But he also likes hiding.
Yeah, but it sounds like the sort of thing you hide and then
Tie someone up.
you pop out and tie them up 20 feet away and then you duck back in again.
Oh, actually, the thing I will say is that if I can use it, I can proc sneak attack.
Because they are restrained?
Yeah, that's I have advantage.
You get advantage.
Yeah, perfect. I would say it's your Elwyn and
Fine, I'll keep it. In which case, someone has to have the brooch of shielding. They can't have everything. Who needs the brooch of shielding?
Elwyn got his own magic item from that room anyway.
Centre player. Hey, Carl, have this.
Elwyn does also have a cloak to attune to, which I'm going to suggest if he turns up and says he doesn't want to, then he hasn't. But we've just taken a short
Yes.
rest, so probably he attunes to it. But
Yeah, that's fine.
I will take the brooch of shielding then, unless Warforged.
No,
Do you want it?
you,
I have.
no, you can have it.
I have a
I didn't mean it
feeling
in a bad way.
I'm standing at the front.
No,
Oh,
you're probably going to be the.
The brooch of shielding requires attunement.
You guys can have done all this during your rest and stuff. Like, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'll attune to it. That's never gone wrong before.
I'm not sure it does require attunement, does it?
Yeah, yeah, the brooch does apparently.
Does the rope?
Doesn't seem
Don't
to.
think so, from what I
No,
recall.
cool.
Double check,
Okay, that's
but I'm
fine.
pretty sure it wasn't.
Can I change the categories of things? Is that possible?
You should be able to just drag stuff between it, I believe. Yeah.
Cool. Just because I want it up in my.
It
rather
defaults
than I
stuff
do.
to certain places, but yeah, you should be able to move stuff around.
I can
as
do that.
you
Yeah,
wish,
that's fine. Otherwise, I won't remember I've got it.
Yeah.
Oh, green metal necklace. That'll be the.
There's actually more magic items floating around this party than I thought there were.
Well, I'm sat here with 4.
I was gonna say you guys are all pretty magicked up, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, for someone who doesn't like magic, I'm currently rocking a shield of missile attraction, a ring of lightning resistance, a brooch of shielding, and a sending stone.
I have 5, I suppose. But one of them is my eye, and I also have a green metal necklace. I'm assuming the green metal necklace is actually the.
We won't hit you with lightning.
Yes,
thing.
that's right. Yeah,
Oh, that's a point.
So I'm assuming it's magic.
they are.
If I'm wearing
Do
this,
they require attunement?
They do not.
Okay.
oh, again, it says. Oh no, it doesn't. Green metal necklace doesn't. If I'm wearing this ring of lightning resistance, do I really need the green metal necklace? Although if I'm standing at the front,
I mean, I guess it could be argued until we find more. Maybe it's better served on someone else that's gonna be being attacked. That's gonna be taking full damage from one if they're attacked.
that's what I'm thinking. So
Yeah.
well,
I vote Warforged should wear it.
I would be hard to agree, because if the Alwyn are getting hit, then things have gone wrong.
Yeah. Again,
Well-
agreed.
In your opinion, not mine.
I'll chuck it out. Oh, actually, that was the ring of lightning
I
resistance.
said, didn't you just send your ring?
I did.
Wait. Oh, okay. How do I send it back?
That's it. Find us keepers.
Right,
Okay.
right click on it, and you can select trade. But thinking about it, does that not perhaps make more sense? Because if I'm wearing the necklace, they're not going to attack me with lightning.
Don't we want them to attack you where you're the tanky one?
I think you're probably right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
No
send it.
Do I
offense,
send that
Carl,
back to
but
you?
ideally they hit you and not any of us. Because
That's
to be fair, we are down here because of you.
That is true.
So if anyone should get hit by the giant robots, it's probably you.
Your crimes were definitely not a plot device to get us down here. We are down here only because of you. Sam is right in this entire campaign because of your actions.
I can confirm out of character that
Oh,
no
wrong
point
page.
did Sam ask me to kill anyone.
It doesn't have to.
That was a
Yeah,
You just put people in front of you until eventually one of them died. It was gonna happen.
Is it supposed to be called green metal necklace?
yeah.
Yes. That's a nice.
Do you want to
chorus
know why?
of yeses then. Good job.
Would you like to
Right.
know why Warforged?
I know why. I know why.
Sure.
Go on then, Z.
Is it because it's a green metal necklace?
Yes.
It's this necklace, right? And it's made of metal, and that metal is green.
Oh my god!
Spot on.
Oh my god! Really? I thought the metal was purple.
What is there a name? You know how there's just like an unspoken thing where you know the order to apply things to the name of something. Like you wouldn't call that a metal green necklace. Do you know what I mean? There's a word for that, right?
Yes.
There's an order you do stuff in, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. There is.
I was trying to remember this the other day and I couldn't think what it was called. But yeah, I mean this is irrelevant and I'm sorry I shouldn't have brought it up. It just interests me how like when someone says something in the wrong order, it sounds weird to everyone. Anyway, what did you guys want to do?
Okay, so. No, I'm googling this now because I have to.
So we're sat there in this corridor,
Having this conversation.
each lost in our own thoughts, and then debating the order of words because none of us can face discussing the fact that Leokin's dead.
I know what Cody should come back as when he joins back.
Who knows?
If he joins back, he should come back as a plasmoid.
I've been working with Shane and Leokin, Shane and Cody, so when he comes back, he can just be Pepper.
I love these. These are the best races ever.
Oh, here we go. Found the list of the order of how you have to do things.
Well done.
What is it?
So it has to be the first thing has to be what they call
Size?
the determiner, which is
Metal.
the your are
Oh,
these.
yeah.
Oh,
Then it's quantity.
so right.
So the for.
Then it's size, surely.
Then it's opinion. So you'd say the for heroic. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Or
sure,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, okay.
Then it's size.
Yeah.
Then it's
Colour?
age. So we're new, old. Then it's shape. Then it's color.
Necklace.
Then it's origin / material. Then it's
Oh.
the qualifier, which is like the specific thing of it, and then you say
Oh.
what it is.
So it is the green metal necklace, right?
That's a metal green necklace.
No, green metal necklace.
There you go. Just so you have it. It's very important.
I think it can be either.
Shape, yeah,
No,
color.
we've just
No,
Colour then
proved it
if
material.
can't
if you
Colour
were having a
material.
It
conversation
has
with
to be
someone,
the
they said,
green
"Oh,
metal
look at this
necklace."
metal green necklace," you wouldn't be okay with that, Phil.
Yeah, it would be color.
You'd have to punch him.
Green metal. Yeah, you would literally just have to grab
I'd
grass,
spin
smack over the head.
on my toes and just walk away.
just like a chair, like a spinny chair. Just like you sit down and it just appears like right underneath you, and you just spin around and then it disappears. So you just have to walk off. Like, yeah.
It's the only reasonable way to handle that situation.
Yeah. Can Cody come back as a plasmoid?
You can make that argument with him at school tomorrow, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've just read the plasmoid
Best
thing. I
race.
think
It's the best race ever.
I quite fancy a plasmoid sorcerer.
It's just a blob. It's amazing. What are the other-
Supposedly, the reason is have the order is because the closer to the noun that you get, the more specific the descriptor is.
So in this case, it's particularly green, but not very metal.
No, it's very metal
Very. You
and
can't see the
slightly
horns on that
green
holding up. Well,
Wolf-
yeah,
Oh my god.
because it's a green metal necklace, right?
it's a metal green necklace. It's
What?
really green. It's
No,
really
it's
green.
a green. It's a
Yeah.
green metal necklace.
It's literally glowing. You couldn't even tell it was metal. It could be resin.
Well, yeah, because the metal is not specific.
Warforged can have a younger brother or sister. Because there's another robot race coming as well. I'm excited.
Right, you guys are
Let's go.
rested. What do you want to do?
Are we going back to the artifact room?
Yes. Please, I want to look for artifact. I want something cool.
Because we don't have enough magic items at the moment. So,
No. we
like,
don't.
all I'm looking for is a cloak of billowing.
All
I
I'm
want.
looking for is a barrel mech.
That's a bit more of an ask. I mean, Cloak of Billowing is the most OP magic item in D&D, but that's not the point.
I want Vecna's hand.
Why? It turns you evil.
And
Burns.
And anyway, someone in your party's really got it. Oh.
Shh. Don't tell him.
Yeah, cool. You can return. You can return to this room of trinkets. I'll just be honest, rather than being narrative, like, you know, you can have a look around. You're not gonna get like. I didn't really consider that you would just keep returning to a room full of magical items.
We just loot it all, Sam. We just loot it all.
I I'm an absolute idiot. Yeah. You go back. You have a look. You're distracted by the fact that there's your friend's dead body in the room.
I'm slightly
quite a friend.
disappointed that
I don't care about
Leokin
that.
hasn't stolen something while he was in there.
yeah, he
Oh,
could find, like,
that could have been the out. He could have stolen everything and vanished.
There is this one item which you'd probably seen the Oakin sort of take a few moments looking at when you were here previously this morning. Christ, it was literally this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, curiosity gets the better of you. You go over, have a look. There's this sort of monocle on a leather strap. Sat on just a very small cushion, and this has a note next to it, which just has the writing, "The Chronomancer's Eyepiece" written on it.
I mean, if
Whoa.
Leokin didn't pick it up, so it must not be that good. So
Leokin had been told very specifically by people to stop stealing stuff. So
yeah, I think we should pick it up. I'll pick it
Let's
up.
think about this, Warforge. We should probably, for the sake of it, at least have a look at it and see what it does.
Can I pick it up?
yeah.
It looks like an eye patch.
Yeah, I mean, the general shape of it is like, so. In terms of the whole thing, it's like an eye patch in terms of that it has like a strap that looks like it wraps around the head, but the actual the patch, for lack of a better word, this isn't a patch. This is like a glass lens. It's less a patch to cover an eye than it is something you would place over an eye.
Can I put it on?
Look through it.
Okay, I look through it.
Yeah. You yeah, put it up over your head. Look through it. Make for me, Warforged, a perception check.
Quickly, whilst you're doing that,
Yeah.
I used to like real world advice from people. The reason to disappear is because part of my garden's on fire.
Oh shit.
Right.
And I don't really know why. I can't work out
love
why.
that you
So
need
basically,
advice.
we've got like a raised bed full of soil, and all of a sudden the soil was like on fire.
The soil.
Yeah, the soil's on fire. Well, like smouldering, like proper burning. And as far as we can tell, having dig around and putting some water on it and stuff, the fire is like underneath the top level of soil, and the wall is hot where the soil is on fire, like on the raised bed. But I can't work out how it's managed to set alight. Now, earlier today, I did notice some smoke coming from our next door, like the back of our next door neighbour's house. And I can't work out what's going on. And what I'm thinking, like, what's making me worried is like, I'm wondering if it's like glare from the sun reflecting off of something on my shed, on my garage, which is like then reflecting back onto that wall and making it super hot. I don't know if anyone's ever had this happen. I'm trying to Google it to see if there's any like answers.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing because I've never heard of anything like this.
No, it's like it's quite bad, and we've got house viewings in like 2 days' time, and I now stink of smoke because there's smoke everywhere. I suggested to Heather that she called the fire service, but she said no. Do you like a 101 for fire brigade?
Might be able to get advice, I guess.
Yeah.
That's so there is flames. It's not just. Is it just smoke and like? I'm so good.
No, it's just it's smouldering.
Yeah. Okay. So there's not like an open flame. Yeah.
which happens at 190 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's literally what I've just read.
Yeah, and yeah,
I mean, I've seen compost heaps spontaneously combust before.
yeah. This is mostly compost, but yeah, I don't know. Like, what? It's been there for a year, over a year. Um, I think yeah. I've never heard of this happening, but it's quite scary.
For what it's worth, it looks like most county fire services, if you go on their website, they have non-emergency numbers that you can ring.
Yeah, actually, I've got West Yorkshire. It's actually not West Yorkshire, is it? It's York, North Yorkshire. I found it. So I see what's happened. I don't want it to happen again.
Well, you don't want to, yeah, you don't want to leave it and it
Yeah.
be worse, right?
Yeah.
And you can feel heat.
Yeah, like the wall was quite hot. And like when you dig into the soil, like there's smoke and then now steam coming off of the soil, and you can see that some of the soil like by the wall is burnt,
That's wild.
like it's ash.
I mean, that's got to have got ridiculously hot to burn soil.
Yeah, that sounds because like, we're all reading the same stuff, I suspect, but I'm reading about smoke, steam coming from the ground.
Yeah, no, this is definitely smoke because
This is-
yeah.
But this sounds more like combustion. This sounds
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how it got there because it's underneath. It was underneath the top layer of soil, so it's not like.
well, something underneath it, a pipe or something.
Oh yeah, maybe.
No, so the thing is, I've gone down, but underneath it, and it's kind of like in the middle of the bed, if that makes sense.
Oh, so
So this, yeah, go on.
so the top layer's fine. Then you've got something generating smoke. Then below it is fine.
Yeah, so imagine like a
Oh,
circle
weird.
shape roughly on the wall, in the middle of the yeah.
Oh, now we're back to D&D and demons.
It's very weird.
It must be some sort of combustion caused by the heat and the sunlight.
Yeah.
In which case, the only I would have thought just digging through it, just to break it up a bit, will either ignite it or will.
We have watered it a lot, so hopefully that will help.
Yeah.
It's super weird, but it's not even like it's that hot. Like today was warm. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like, falling about because it's too hot to survive. Kind of warm. It's just a summer's day. Okay. Cool.
Mm.
It's fine. You've never heard of this before. That's all I really wanted to know.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'll be back in 1 second. I'm gonna go speak to Heather a second.
Yeah,
but
no
I'll
worries,
carry
it's all
on
good.
playing. I'll just catch up.
Hi Shane, by the way. You just joined us in time for Charlie's house fire or garden fire. I thought you had.
We could have asked Charlie if he's got a webcam, if he can just.
Take,
I mean,
take
I
it
am kind
outside
of
so we can
curious.
see,
Yeah.
see his garden being on fire.
Yeah.
That's a bit bad.
It doesn't sound good. I agree. I mean, I've seen compost heaps catch fire.
Yeah, I mean, my assumption would be like water it down and, like you said, like sort of dig it in, spread it. But I don't know. Maybe that's not the right solution. I'm not sure.
Weird. Well, you kind of think you oxygen. It might.
Yeah, you might not want to disturb it, right?
Yeah, but the fact that it's only at a certain point in it, that just doesn't make sense. Unless Charlie's been pouring whiskey into it or something.
Hmm.
Sam,
Yes.
I don't know if you pointed this out to me before, and if you have, I feel really dumb. But I just realised, isn't the name of the villain from the main villain from the first season of the first campaign of Critical Role, isn't that the Whispered one?
Yes.
I'm genuinely so dumb.
I genuinely. No,
Sam's
I'm
been
not gonna do
saying it, but we didn't believe it.
And isn't Vecna the Whispered one?
Yes.
Whoa, I that.
Do you know the most amazing part about this
genuinely so dumb.
conversation?
Yeah, you told me a couple
we had
days
it,
ago or
yeah,
something.
last week.
Yeah. Yeah, of course he did. I'm just dumb.
Indeed. Speaking of which, yeah, you put this eyepiece on Warforged and you You look through it, and there's a glass lens, but you see nothing different. It's definitely magical, though.
This is boring.
Um,
You
I
put the
will,
tube
I
in
will,
first.
I'll whip out a pearl and start beginning to identify it ritually, only if there is time to do that and people are willing to let me do that. If not, Warhorge could just walk off with
Literally
it on his
right
head.
after Leokins died.
No, we've looted his body and left him in a cupboard.
Did we find any of our personal belongings on him?
Don't
No,
believe so.
no. He's
He,
he's been
he's
playing well. He's been a good
he's
boy.
got standards. He doesn't steal from us. He just tries to kill us.
He hides it well if he does steal from us.
I really thought there was going to be one of our items on there.
Well, we
Something
took.
funny.
He had a lot of money. Some of that might have been ours.
I mean,
He
it
had
is now.
50 platinum.
Yeah, we
Did you take that as well?
Yeah.
we split the money. We took an amulet. I took his holy symbol. Healing potion.
Who took his sword? Did Warforged get his sword?
No
No
one's
one's taken
no
it
one's
yet.
taken his sword.
Yeah.
I think Carl should.
It's
I can't say.
it's two-handed. I can't use it and the shield at the same time.
You don't need the shield. Use the
You don't
sword.
need the shield.
No,
If
it's
you
not
want a
my.
shield, it's brought more damage to you than protection.
Z, you have enough time to identify this magic item.
Oh, exciting. Is it what the label says it is?
Yes, it is the Chronomancer's eyepiece.
Hmm.
I've posted it to chat, and it's in your inventory.
That is. Awesome.
In my
Okay.
opinion, it's pretty
That's
good.
so cool. Okay, that's really cool.
Oh, I see another round of attacks.
I mean, who wants to attune to it?
Surely it's
Next.
yours, right?
Back to the space it was at the beginning of its turn.
Not necessarily.
Oh, it just moves to space. You don't get another round. You don't.
Yeah,
it
no,
doesn't-
you just move.
Oh, that's not so interesting.
It's still pretty cool.
I like the
It's
idea of
yo-yoing, yeah.
things charging
Yeah.
at you.
What do you
and
mean
just-
it's not very exciting, Phil? This is literally like a HeroClix TK cannon, right?
Mm,
When you TK like
That is-
Superman forward and you hypersonic speeds, and you TK him back.
True. That is true. Targets.
Sam, while
Yes.
everyone's doing that, can I look at the bag of beans Pepper found?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
These are like natural food beans, or are they like special beans?
You sort of there's only a handful of beans in there. There's not many in there. There's 5 just dry beans. You as you sort of take one out and hold it, they definitely feel magical. Beyond that, though, yeah, I mean they're magical, but I don't think you've got any means of identification, have you yourself?
No, I'd have to ask Z if he's got time.
I always have time for you, Elwyn. Don't you worry.
I've got these beans, they don't feel normal.
I can have a look at them if you want. That's fine.
Pass me
Um,
some beans. I think Pepper wanted to eat them, but I wasn't too sure.
Well, if they're magical, it might not be a good idea because she might end up like growing a beanstalk out of her head. We also, because we took a short rest, Shane, we said if you wanted to, you could attune to that cloak that I gave you.
Yeah, I'll just stay doing that.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd say that before I forgot.
Yeah. Where
You
is
don't
it?
have to attune to it, just there is a chance to do so.
Yeah, I'll do it. Is that
Gives you,
magical thing?
yeah, Nature's Mantle.
Oh,
Gives
it's an
you,
item then.
yeah, it gives you stealth nonsense and stuff, I think.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Stealth
Yeah,
nonsense.
stealth nonsense. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. It's something about being able to hide in lightly obscured, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is nice.
I can hide as a bonus action, which is really good.
Yeah, as long as you're in a lightly obscured area. So, slightly dim light, right? I assume is what that means.
Yeah.
Dark corner.
A bush.
Behind me.
If you have a comedy moustache, you just hold up in front of your face.
Well, Z is going to just keep identifying things until people tell him
Yeah, you
to get up and get moving. Like,
you
Yeah.
identify this bag of beans.
is it just called bag of beans? Because if it is, I'm going to laugh.
It is, but it appears that I may have made one mistake. Give me one second. I might have just put an empty version in your inventory, Elwin.
He put too many wish spells on it.
Mm.
God, that's the issue. Eat a bean, make a wish. Eat a bean, make a wish.
Things that can bring the dead back to life.
There you go.
It is literally called bag of beans. For
Yeah.
fuck's sake. Wait, what?
I've got bombs.
They're literally bombs.
They're bombs, but they also, they're beans. You might
They're
be able to
also
plant them.
landmines. And then 1 minute later, it just does. It produces an effect. It's not specific.
Well,
What
yeah.
effect?
You have to plant one and find out, right?
Lost magic.
Oh, is it going to be a good effect or a bad effect?
It's magic.
the question.
It's a bad effect.
Depends on my
Okay.
mood.
Plant it underneath someone else then. Bye, Cormac.
Follow someone home and plant it in their garden, so then people think they're having magical bushes in their garden.
Plant it in someone's garden and then the soil gets really hot,
Mm.
which won't mean as much to Shane as the rest of us.
I was here for the whole conversation of that.
Oh, that's okay then.
Yeah. You
So, is it time
identify
for us
some
to-
new magic items.
Well, I think it's time for us to head out, right? We need to finish the job.
Yeah, you heading back in the same direction you previously ran from.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, to be fair, we only ran because Leokin was dying. So
Yeah. That's definitely the only reason.
I didn't take any damage.
yeah, we know.
Everyone else just spent 1,000,000 hit dice during that short rest, and
Literally rolled all of my hit dice and still didn't fully heal.
you had no need.
To be fair, I'm only 1 hit point away from full now, but
Cool.
Morning, guys. Let's go.
let's go.
Yeah, you head back into the archives, down the same path you've taken previously, down that long corridor, and yeah, you come back to that closed door where that sort of study area where you previously encountered the sentries and the intellect devourers are. You are heading inside, yeah? I'm assuming that's a yes, because I've already pressed the
Yeah.
button. Yeah, you come back into this room. It's eerily quiet. The mechanical noises, the skittering that you heard when you were last here, yeah, is gone.
Well, I think we've got to move slowly through it.
I've got a new token now. I've got the token I made, right?
Yeah, I gave everybody tokens purely because I quite like the top-down tokens, but on some maps they're really irritating. It might just be my colour blindness, but on some
No,
maps
I
it's really
agree.
difficult to pick stuff out. So as much as I like the top-down ones, I'm kind of circling back to tokens again, actually. Carl,
Mm,
can you make for me
probably.
an intelligence save?
Oh, Carl.
Yes.
Nice.
We're all behind him.
Do I get any?
You sort of you head back into this open area, and you previously this is where you were the first one to encounter one of these
I was. I
requirements
pretty
for
much.
saves.
Yeah.
You kind of ready yourself for it. But yeah, you feel nothing. You don't see anything, and you don't feel anything trying to invade. You thought you would probably recognise that feeling now, having experienced it, and yeah, you're fine. What I will get everyone to do for me is make a perception check.
Yay!
I really like the tokens, by the way, for what it's worth. They make it really stand out who's who. So
Yeah.
especially there's some coloured backgrounds.
I was going to agree with you that they do help it feel better. It's not just your color blindness, and then I realized all I was saying was yes, another colorblind person agrees with you that they're helpful. Having the different colored backgrounds is actually really helpful.
Nice. Yeah, you guys. So yeah, you come back in. Say you begin looking around, listening in. You see nothing. No signs of life. Nothing sort of stands out of place. That this area you've gone into, Carl. There's these sort of statues and busts which you saw previously, but they're not moving.
I assume the scorch marks where the
Yeah, there are.
It's
There are
crazy.
some. There are still some remains of some intellect devourers. There's also some free Arkford sentries wrecked on the floor in this room. Yeah.
step a bit further in, see if people are following me.
I
not following.
I followed directly behind Carl. Even if my token does not always catch up, I am behind him.
Yeah, same. Well, I'm sort of like middle of the pack. I'll stay behind Z.
Yeah, that's cool. You guys are all in some kind of.
Me and Pepper are just chilling at the back. Pepper's gonna stay just where I am right now, Sam.
Sorry,
Do you see where I am
Pepper's staying
right
back
now?
there. Yeah.
Pepper's gonna stay in there, and she's gonna make a noise if she sees anything coming
Yeah.
through
Yeah. Cool.
this way here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna slowly, like, just stay at the corner, hiding there.
What a hero.
So I'm gonna stay there and just watch people look.
Yeah, that's cool.
Step through into this room. There's a door.
Yeah, there is a door up ahead. There's a table as well. There's nothing on it. Looks pretty clean though. Like, yeah, presumably used for like reading some of the various books on the level. Yeah.
Are there books all around here, or is this?
No, it's a bit more sparse. This area is a bit more sort of less decorative, less. As I sort of said previously, you don't have those sort of like floor to roof bookcases you had in some of the other areas. You do, Carl. Yeah, as you sort of enter this area, you do see down this sort of long corridor to your right, there's another statue, kind of similar to the statues and busts you've just walked past, but this one's quite eye-catching. It's a large sort of metallic, hard to tell from the distance, bronze maybe, something like that. So, like a quite dark metallic colour.
More bronze or more dark?
Bronze,
When
yeah.
when I describe it, I need to know which order to put it.
It's not like a shiny, beautiful metal. Put it this way, it's not like it doesn't look like it's glistening gold, but yeah. It kind of catches your eye. It looks like maybe not a fountain as such, but you can see even from a distance there is like a large bowl of water in front of it. Large, like enough that you probably couldn't lay down it. You could stand in it and sort of quite comfortably. And the statue itself is a large tiefling.
Folks, I'm gonna have to run. Apparently Heather contacted the fire department to let them know and see what to do, whatever. And apparently they decided that they need to come with their blues and twos on as soon as
Oh,
possible.
wow.
So
Ooh,
Okay.
apparently they'll be
Fair
arriving in a
enough.
second. So I need to go and sort
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
of
why they're
course.
coming. There's no problem, but I didn't want to set a fire again. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Crikey.
I'll
Okay.
be
Fair
hopefully I'll be
enough.
back for the end of this
No
evening.
worries.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Christ.
That's exciting.
For us.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. So it kind of catches your eye, stands out a little. Those other statues and busts you've seen are all pretty standard sort of stone carvings. This is more ornate and a little out of place, maybe.
What the hell is that? Carl will say.
Where is Carl? Because my token didn't follow. Oh, he's there.
Hello.
There
Up
we
here.
go. Right, what are you looking at?
In this room, down that corridor.
Oh. Is this a figure I recognise?
I will get you all to make for me. Oops.
Corin.
I will get you all to make for me a history check.
You'd think I'm good at those, wouldn't you?
Not without portent.
Well, to be fair, still a 16 total. But whatever.
Nice. Well done, Ella, who's not here. Yeah, I mean, Ella would probably share the information at least. This means nothing to anybody actually. Ella's the only one that recognises this. But this rings a few bells with Ella. These similar sort of basins, fountains, these metallic statues of tieflings with offerings of water. They are they're relatively common in Dwarf. They don't represent any specific person, deity, or anything like that. But they're placed in most cities in Dwarf, most cities and towns, public spaces, and they're just known as offerings. But Eleanor's seen them, or is certainly aware of them from Dwarf, but has never seen one. Certainly never seen one in Austral before.
I'll start heading.
We're going down towards it? Because I'm happy to.
Are they out
I'm
of my
assuming
view now,
you're
Sam?
going first.
Yeah.
What was that, Sergey?
Are they out of my view now?
Yes.
I will call Pepper to follow me.
Yeah, no worries.
But she'll stay at the end. I'm not moving now. I want to just go right to the corner again, and Pepper will keep an eye on the back room here.
Yeah, that's all good.
Can I see them now? They're not in my view, are they?
They've gone right the way down here. Yeah.
But yeah, I will go away here then, just so I can see them. And Pepper will stay right here. If you can see my mouse.
Yeah, that's cool.
So she can see in that room. I can see her, and I can see if she makes any noise.
Yeah, no worries.
And keep moving till the game pauses.
Yeah. Carl, can you make an intelligence save for me? Nice. Yeah,
That hurt
you
more than last time.
you recognise again that sort of piercing,
There's one around somewhere.
piercing sensation, and become immediately aware of an internet devourer in this sort of smaller area you've entered.
Oh, bollocks.
We
Shit.
will roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, did I roll well for once? Bloody hell. He's only gone and done it.
And if you're gonna have a final combat before your death, you might as well roll well.
Hey, I never die. Immune to death, I am.
Resistant to death and common sense.
Yep. No, I'm immune to common sense.
Yeah, we will roll for initiative immediately and
Mhm.
go into initiative.
Oh,
Um, yeah, that's. Why is this? What's going on here? That's better. There you go, Z. Yeah, it is your turn. You sort of see Carl wince and grasp at his head quickly, and then you notice that insect devour stood beside him.
Yeah, I ain't even fucking around with these guys anymore. I will step to here
Yeah,
and just I'd let loose a scorching ray at it.
nice.
Every beam goes straight for it.
Yeah,
I'll just step out. Nope. See you later.
yeah. Apparently, Z has no time for this shit.
I'm not having it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, Z just steps forward, lets loose that scorching ray straight into it. And yeah, it briefly does some damage to you, Carl, and then itself just incinerates. Anything else you want to do, Z?
Honestly, step back here. I'm good.
Nice.
Give Carl a tap on the shoulder and go past. You're welcome, mate. Keep an eye out.
you missed me.
Eleanor. What would you guys like for Eleanor to do? I guess.
I think she would just move up about halfway and
Be very perceptive.
maybe, yeah, attempt to see anything else. Stealth against the wall and maybe hold a potion.
Yeah, like what? Hold a short bow.
Hold a short bow just if an enemy appears.
Yeah. Yeah, she takes a moment, assesses the surrounding area, and doesn't spot anything or see anything that seems to immediately jump out as worrisome. Yeah, and just holds a bow attack. Yeah. Cool.
Incredible.
Elwyn, you hear yelp come from Pepper. This sort of some mix between a sort of bark and a yelp. Do you get sight through your companion or anything? I don't think you do you?
Let me just check.
Accompanies you. It's trained to fight alongside you. No, so it can like communicate with you and call you and stuff, but you don't. It doesn't like have any kind of like.
See it anyway from my position.
Yeah, I think you just about can anyway. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you hear this yelping sound, from Pepper. And as you turn around to sort of see what's going on, you see this large winged creature. Looks like a giant bat with a tail of some description. It's just sort of like hovering above Pepper as you turn just in time, and you see it swings its tail round at Pepper.
Don't
Does hit
kill the dog.
for 10 slashing damage.
Yeah, Pepper's only got like 10 health. That's my luck.
Yeah, you turn just in time to see it swing that tail down across, and then it sort of dives forward slightly with its wings, and you see it just sort of open up this mouth full of teeth and take a bite at Pepper.
Pepper's still level 2.
It shows as level 2, but all the stats are correct.
Okay.
Yeah, takes a bite at Pepper. 9 piercing damage. As you see that, you hear Pepper yell out again in pain, and then you notice this creature, those 2 wings wrap around, and it sort of wraps Pepper up in a ball. You can just about see Pepper's legs, but her entire body is just sort of covered by this thing as it just sort of engulfs Pepper. Yeah, and everyone else probably hears Pepper scream out with that sound. Elwyn, you do get to react immediately because it's your turn.
Thing is huge.
Yes, it is.
Sharpshooters up. Go for height.
Nice, yeah, it hits.
Should be special arrows as well, right?
Yes. Nice. Yeah, you do that. You shoot out at this creature. It takes 9 damage. And you hear Pepper scream out as she also takes 9 points of damage. And yeah, you hear this yelp out, and then those legs stop and sort of fall down. And yeah, you think it looks like Pepper may have just fallen.
Oh, she's got death saves this time, though.
You have a second attack if you want it.
Yeah. No.
Crit miss. You are shaken apparently by what you've just seen.
Yep, that is all I can do.
Okay. Pepper's turn technically.
Do I have to do death save rolls for her?
I don't think they get death saves, do they?
Oh, you've got it on the sheet saying death saves.
It's because it's set up as a player character, but I'm pretty sure they do not. They are just.
You've hit my pets twice and killed them both times after being attacked.
Sorry.
Both times.
She stood literally next to where this creature was hidden on the map the whole time, I'm afraid. Yeah, Pepper doesn't get a turn, I'm afraid. Sorry, Pepper. Carl, you hear this sort of screeching and yelping noises coming. You recognise them as coming from Pepper.
Okay, quick glance around the room. Can't see any.
Nothing you can see initially. You can spend an action to do like a thorough search, but just on a quick assessment, no.
No, I think. Okay, I will sprint. So 30 feet gets me to there.
Mhm.
And I guess from there I can see Elwyn looking down towards where Pepper was, and I guess we also heard it from down there.
Yeah.
In which case, I'll get to that point, and then I'll take an action to dash. Which gets me to about 60, I think. Is that my move? 30?
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Well, dash to there. Ah, right, and from there I can see something.
You can, yeah. You see
Yeah.
this giant winged creature, yeah.
I will yell, "There's something down here,"
Mhm.
and then move the last 5 feet, and that's pretty much all I can do.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Warforged. You see Carl just dash off past you.
Uh, which way did he dash? Like, would I have known? Like, would he?
Yeah,
Should
he
I?
ran past you down that corridor you stood next to, yeah.
Oh, I can't see that then. Okay.
You could stop before that movement like there.
Yeah.
Then you can definitely see it.
Oh God.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, you see the top of corpse of pepper in its mouth.
You do.
Neck.
You know what?
What?
Teapot.
You know how?
Eat out.
I'm gonna sign both onto this thing. Let's go.
Nice. One of those is a crit hit.
The other one misses, but
Yeah. You've got Lance of Lethargy if you want to use it.
sure. Yeah, I'll use Lance of Lethargy.
Tremendous. Oh, because I'm in a good mood and it doesn't make it very clear on the chat cards, etc. Warforged, that crit you rolled was pretty special.
Why?
Because all of those rolls were made at disadvantage.
Oh
Is it a
wow!
double 20?
Yes.
Nice.
Carl, unfortunately, you are stood
Oh God.
literally atop an intellect devourer.
That's probably a good place to be.
Yeah.
Lots of
Warforged, you
confusion.
become aware of it. Just you swing around the corner, let go your Eldritch Blast, and as you do, it just catches your eye. It distracts you, but not enough as you do roll 2 nat 20s on a single attack.
Is that why? Is that why I got disadvantage?
Yes.
Right.
Is there anything else you want to do?
As a bonus action, can I shout? Not shout, but say, Carl, there's an intellect devourer just beneath you. Does that
Just
count as an
mention it.
action? Yeah. Mention it. Just in case he doesn't know.
Yeah, so it's just a nice reminder. Anything else you would like to do?
No.
Splendid. In that case, it is Z's turn again.
Me? So I
Yeah.
hear this yelp.
You hear the yelp. You hear Warforged let off this massive blast of force. Yeah.
I'll go to here. See nothing. Don't see any creature. Nothing like that. And I'll just well, consider casting like hold person on Warforged for the hell of it, and then take a dash action. Dash past Warforged here. Oh, it's that bookshelf. I thought it was a table. Damn.
If you want to change your
Yeah.
movement, you can.
No, it's fine. I'll just keep going this way. That's me done.
Okay. Cool. Um, Carl, you're the only one that's got vision on this. This 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 statue down here that you can see at the far end of that room. You notice the sort of mock leather coat around it begin to move as two wings open up. Another one of these creatures reveals itself and just darts at your vision as you see it just take a move and disappear somewhere. Eleanor / the party.
Interesting. Oh, that's why it says it's my turn.
Yeah, I think I gave you all permission early so you guys can all argue about what you want to do, I guess, yeah. What would you guys like your rogue to do?
I think she would run across the top
I was going to say that too.
and try and get a sneaky attack into that, or an attack into that. It's not going to be sneak, but
I agree. Can she see it from there?
yeah, I think so.
Can she bonus action hide in the middle of a room?
It's bold.
Does it work like that?
Has she got any movement? 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got movement. She can dart back against the wall in a second.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're good at being rogues.
She hits. Anything else?
If she's got the move, I think she'd move maybe
Back
behind
into the
Elwin,
corner.
or
Yeah,
or up,
probably.
and a bonus action hide, stealth.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, she probably also whispers in Elwin's ear at this point and like tells him how Z's her favourite.
And she'll just go,
I can only assume.
your pet's dead.
I don't know. Yeah, bearing in mind how subtle and empathetic I think she is, she'd probably say something about never really liking Pepper anyway. Probably get it.
It seems on brand, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that creature immediately turns and just flies up through this through this corridor space and heads up towards the two of you, Elwin and Eleanor. And Elwin, just the same as you saw happen to Pepper, you suddenly see as it reaches you, it just swings this muscular tail down across your body and hits you for 10 slashing damage. And then just as you sort of rear back from that, you look up just to see it open up that mouth full of teeth, and you can see there's some blood and bits of fur in the teeth. You definitely recognise the colour of the fur. It sort of takes your attention for just one moment as it then just bites down at you.
Brutal.
But yeah, it's just enough for you to... You see it coming. You're able to just dodge out of the way of that slightly. It's your turn as this creature just hovers above you.
I will bonus action and Zephyr Strike myself.
Yeah.
And 20. That should be advantage.
It's an optional thing. You get to choose what. It's not always your next roll.
Oh, I thought it was my Rex roll. Normally it comes up. It didn't even give me the option that
Oh,
time.
did it not? That's my fault.
No, because it should have that, and it should have if it hits the force damage.
Yeah, that's cool. Just make a second attack then as part of the same one. That's fine.
That's more like it.
Nice, yeah.
And then obviously where it shuts,
Should
you,
also
it'd
have
be
an
a bit
extra
more
10, yeah. And you do have a second attack.
This one doesn't. It also was with the green arrow, so I don't know if I've got one. I've lost one too many of them.
Oh, yes, you would have done, yeah. I'll just add one back and be fine, yeah. Oh, yeah, because that was your last one otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I'll save that one. I'll go to normal one this time.
Whoa!
Nice. You are angry, Elwyn.
Nice.
It's not going to bring Pepper back, but yeah, you dig deep, take out your frustration. You take the first shot and it's good, and you get just enough of a read. You think you recognise this creature's anatomy enough now. You take the second shot and you just line it up perfectly, and it just, as it swings round, you just line it up perfectly, and that arrow just goes straight into the middle of its mouth, and you just see the arrow just sort of lodge at the back of its throat into what you would presume to be like the brain, and this whole thing just flops down immediately. It stops hovering in the air and just falls down with a crash to the ground.
I hope blood splatters all over
Yeah, blood and fur.
Eleanor as well. I've only got 20, so I've got loads of movement still as well.
Yeah, you have.
15 and 45 I can still go. Did I hear someone shout to me that another one appeared?
Wolford's mentioned it to Carl. Oh no, the other.
Oh, I shouted that there was another one.
Yes, sorry, yeah, you did.
Can I see it?
It doesn't look like it, no.
I'm gonna hide in there and look at Pepper's dead corpse.
Nice, as you do. Cool. This
I'm
intellect.
gonna quickly grab a drink if that's alright.
Yeah, no worries. This intellect devourer, Carl. I'm just gonna move it so it's not literally on top of you.
Oh, I was going to claim a sentinel attack. Okay.
Yeah, it swings its claws up at you as it sort of reacts to you, sort of almost standing atop it. You don't care. You just sort of dodge out of the way of that, and then you just feel that piercing attack at you mentally again.
Yeah.
No, not today.
Nice. Yeah.
Are you taking damage here again, Carl?
Yeah, it's not so much damage. It's making my head hurt.
It's your turn.
Okay. Well, I will a bonus action rage,
Yeah, boy.
which I will do by going over here and finding it. And then I will attack that thing. A little bit of me does regret that I didn't pick up the greatsword, but still, right. First attack. What's going on there? Did it roll? Is it rolling the attack? Am I just missing it?
No, I can't see anything.
Okay. I'll do it from here instead. Inventory. No, it's not.
I don't think you've got anything targeted. Might be why.
Oh, I must have untargeted it in my excitement. There we go. That'll be why. That's better.
Nice, yeah, hits.
Whoa, look at that. 3
damage, let's
damage.
go.
Well worth it. And again.
Hello.
Hello.
Fire out?
Yeah, so a whole engine's worth of people with their siren, with their lights on, turned up, like 10 of them or something. No, 10 of them, but like 7 or 8 of them. and they just basically drenched our garden in lots and lots and lots of water. They did show us that on they got like a thermal handheld camera
Yeah.
how bad it was, and there was like a hotspot of just burning.
Oh wow.
They don't really know why. It's been dry today, so Heather was watering the plants when she noticed it, and it's the first time we've watered this year.
Mm.
Probably that's the reason.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe.
And yeah,
That's
uh,
wild though.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. We did also have like a little bug-like thing that's was out there that she's supposed to like turn on in night times that her sister gave us, and we think it was probably reflecting for that to like harness the solar power. As it,
Oh.
but there was some smoke earlier from our neighbours a couple of doors down, so I've no idea
There
what.
could be some sparks or something, maybe.
It
Yeah,
sounds like
but,
the first 5 minutes of a Doctor Who episode.
It does. It really does.
but they basically said like that it was a good job they came, because if you left it, there's a good chance that the whole garden just went up in smoke overnight. Because it
Christ.
just sits there smoldering, getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and eventually the fence catches alight, and then the house burns down.
Wow.
So, yeah, even though it seemed stupid at the time, it was a good job that we
Yeah,
sorted
yeah.
It's all sorted within an hour. That's
Yeah, they came out real quick. I guess they're bored because
Yeah.
the whole lot of them came out. They almost dumped like a whole fire engine's worth of water
Yeah.
in my garden. So I think they just had nothing else better to do.
I think you're right. But even so, that's
But
good.
that's fine. I'm back now. We seem to have killed something which I don't understand what it is.
You missed the death in the party as well.
Yeah,
Sorry?
no,
Yeah.
another member of the party died while you were gone.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who died?
Pepper.
Hello?
Pepper died.
Pepper. Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's what we said he'd say.
Yeah, it's on brand. It's very on brand.
Well, Pepper is in some ways replaceable because she doesn't have a particular personality.
You're a place.
Don't listen, Owen.
Oh, Christ.
This is me talking, not Eleanor. Eleanor's very sad. Okay, cool. So what's this thing we just killed?
This giant winged creature attacked Pepper, wrapped itself around Pepper. Just for the record, that creature didn't kill Pepper.
Elwyn did.
Elwyn killed Pepper. Why?
The creature was wrapped around Elwyn. Elwyn let loose with a arrow, and the creature took half damage, and Pepper took the other half, and could not
Oh, you should
survive
feel
that.
really bad for yourself.
Just silence.
They shouldn't let people like you look after pets. Cool. Okay.
Meanwhile,
I'm joking, of course. But I am back, so we can carry on playing. Sorry.
meanwhile, I ran down the corridor and managed to step on an intellect devourer.
Okay.
That is now next to me, and I'm currently attacking. I've just swung at it twice and missed. I have.
It hit both times.
Sorry, hit both times. Yeah, didn't really damage it. I bonus action raged, which means I think I can't bonus action to action surge, can I?
No.
You cannot.
So,
Action surge isn't a bonus action.
oh,
Oh, you can.
no, I'm going to save the action surge. That will be me done.
Okay. Cool. In that case, it is you, Warforged. That intellect devourer that stood next to Carl is technically next to you. It's just that they're kind of taking up the same spaces. So there you go.
Okay.
Does Ellen know where
don't mind
everybody is?
having stepped 5 foot. I'll step to one side if it doesn't get an attack on me.
In character, Elwyn does not know where anyone else is, but me personally, I can see the arrows, so I know where they are.
Does Eleanor know where
Elwyn
people
does
are?
not. Eleanor, I don't think will either, but you can hear him.
Or us run down that corridor.
South,
You were stood next to us when we ran down that corridor.
The one that you just did your cursor with.
Yes.
Yeah,
that-
cool, okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I
That's
can
good
see
enough.
that. Sorry.
That's good enough information for me for later on.
Can I stab the intellect devourer with my rapier?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Take a little stab at it.
Yeah, you hit. That's 12 damage.
Supposed to die.
Anything else, Mr. Warforged?
Good damage.
Good damage.
No.
Okay. Uh, in that case, Z, that is your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna wander around here. Bloody hell, Carl's on that side. Why is everyone always in the way? Cast Fireball and end this.
Yeah, let's go.
No, even with the half cover, I will cast a Firebolt.
Pathetic.
Yeah, well, misses anyway, so I hope it hits Carl.
He found easy.
Nah.
Okay.
If I can do something out of turn, I will shout as Z appears round the back there, to watch out for the other creature.
It's
Gone, mate.
funny you should say that.
Nah, it's gone. There aren't any more. Fuck, I just ran past one. Hi.
Yeah. You sort of dash around. Carl gives you that warning just in time for you to turn around and see another one of these winged creatures just beelining towards you. It swings that big muscular tail at you.
Well, too bad.
Too bad, too sad.
Shield.
Indeed. That's fair and reasonable. Yeah, you see it swing down to you. It just almost reaches you, and as you raise this magical shield, and you just deflect its tail at just the last moment, and it sort of lets out this like piercing scream, and then bites down at you, attempting to just bite straight through this shield,
Too bad. So sad.
which it does not.
I'm grateful for Shield.
It's alright, isn't it?
And grateful for the warning that clearly gave me enough time there to be able to react to that.
Yes, it's all thanks
Thank
to
you, Mr.
God.
Garvin.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to stamp on this freaking intellect of arrow.
Which is there, yeah.
Yes.
So I've been bonus action. I've bonus action dashed
Yeah.
to there,
Mhm.
and I'm going to stab it.
Yeah, go for it. Nice, it's hit. You have to kill an insect devourer.
Oh, I've got a brain all over my rapier. That's weird. When the insect devourer died, I suddenly can't see Carl anymore.
Oh, really?
That's because he's already started moving down towards that other big creature because he's just such a hero.
No, I think it's just there must be some weird lighting things. I think this
Yeah.
bookcase is blocking light
Mm.
because it's a full scale bookcase, right? It's not just a
Yes, yeah.
yeah. Cool, that really helps.
That's it for you. Oh, you took bonus
yes.
action dash, didn't you? Yeah.
I did hit bonus action dash, yeah, so all good.
Cool. Elwyn. You can hear it. You can hear it all kicking off.
Oh, what's that bonus action for? Oh, I see it.
Oh yes, towering over Z. Yeah.
It's a bit big. It's all right. Seen bigger.
Let it worry you that the last time you shot at one, you killed the person that was standing next to it.
Well, to be fair, Pepper was inside of it.
No one saw that.
Yeah, you got away with that. We just won't see the arrows stuck in her side.
I guess I shot it and it chomped.
Yeah, that second one hits for 15 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Mhm.
and use the bonus action for the cape and hide. How does that work, by the way?
You need to be lightly obscured, but I would say you're right on the edge of two different corners. So yeah, you can make an attempt to hide.
Cool.
Make a stealth check for me. Yeah, Yeah, apparently you slink in and fade in with the stone wall. Yeah.
That's gonna help my sniper shooter.
Car.
Right, pretty simple. Not even looking to see if the intellect of Arrow is actually dead. It's going to charge
Just faith in
straight
Ella.
straight at that creature. That is that a bookcase that's there, or is that a desk?
That's a desk there. Yeah.
Am I feeling particularly crazy? Um, if I was to no, fuck it, I'll just attack it. I was thinking of leaping onto the desk and sliding around to the other side of it, but I'll
Sounds
save that
too
for
much like a
another day.
die roll involved.
Yeah. Oh, I've just attacked myself. That's a mistake. Would a 16 have hit the creature?
Yes, it would have done.
Excellent. Can I?
You can roll damage.
Oh, did you try and hit yourself with a sword?
Trying to hit something with a sword. I actually don't even know what the damage of the sword is. D8?
I think
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
just click on the weapon and roll just damage, I believe.
That's interesting. Not like that. Not that I can see. Oh, well, there you go. That worked by rolling another attack that hit it. And then, still targeting myself though. That's brilliant, isn't it?
You were. It's all good.
Right. And then second attack.
Nice saves as well. Another 9 damage.
And this time, I will action surge.
Nice.
And I will attack it again. Getting a little wild with it. Second attack, I will make reckless.
Wait, what? Have you got reckless now?
It's your first level for barbarians.
Hang on, no, yeah, I'm only first
No,
level.
it's
It's
second.
on the character sheet.
It's your second level.
Second
It's
level
second level.
barbarians.
I know I am second level
You're
barbarian.
second level
you are.
barbarian now,
Yeah.
aren't you? Yeah.
I've got reckless. I will make
You have to do it on your first attack of your turn.
I will save
Reckless
it for
attack.
next time then.
Yeah, it affects all attacks for the turn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, that was the confusion. I just suddenly got so angry I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. I don't like healed 1 damage either.
That's because for some reason you were targeting that when you did action surge, and it assumed there was some kind of attack going on, but there was not.
Nice. That's quite useful.
all
Okay,
good.
that's me done.
Okie dokie. In that case, Mr. Warforged.
When I see this big winged creature,
you saw it sort of dash past in that direction, following the same direction Z had gone. Yeah.
oh,
And now you definitely see it.
I didn't fully realise it was. I thought it was in a couple of spaces different from that, but okay. Sure.
Whoa.
Oh,
Nice.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is it immune to necrotic? Have 2 whiffs of blight in a row. Come on.
That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Yeah, you reach out, Warforged, and just suck all of the life and the whatever moisture is in this creature out of it, and deal 26 necrotic damage to it. It's not enough to take it down, but it's a pretty big hit. Anything
Okay,
else you'd like
that's my
to do?
turn.
Yeah.
No, that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Z is top of initiative.
Hi.
Hi, shield's gone, don't worry.
Wait, what?
Your shield's gone.
Yeah, I'll be alright. Don't need that, do I? What do I need? What do I need a shield for?
Indeed.
I'm scared. Um, not a humanoid. Can't do that on it.
Didn't stop Warforged
Oh,
trying before.
well, this is true. This is very, very true. I am going to cast Firebolt, which will be a disadvantage because I'm. Oh, I've just made myself restrained. I didn't mean to. I don't know how I did that. I'm no longer restrained. Don't like that I can just click and accidentally make effects appear. Cool.
Nice.
It's alright. I don't like doing things in combat anyway. It's fine.
Well done, see.
Combat.
And I'm gonna step out of here, which means I'm gonna come back here so you can hit me first.
Yeah, you go to start moving away. It throws another bite down towards you.
Yeah, tough luck.
Sentinel.
Yeah, go for it.
Ah, my hero.
That's what Z's there for, just to trigger that.
Yeah.
You're good for something, Z.
You're supposed to actually hit it.
I did
Oh,
hit
he
it.
did. Oh, that's all right then.
+2, +2. Am I getting the rage? Is it +2 is the rage bonus? Yeah, it's my.
Yeah.
It's my level
Be
of bearing, isn't it?
strength and rage bonus.
Yeah.
So strength and +2.
Yeah.
Nice. This creature kind of likes the look of you, Z.
Me?
Yeah, but Carl's kind of stood in the way, so it swings its tail down at you, Carl. Which is a miss, and then immediately takes a bite at you as well. Which is also a miss, actually, as it turns out. Then, Warforged, it begins to move away from you. You've got a reaction if you want it.
I mean, yeah.
You can take an attack of opportunity.
I got to target it. Oh.
It's not a great attempt, no.
No.
Then it dashes forwards, flies just over your reach, Carl. Zeroes in on you, Z. Like it's got a taste for you.
Leave me alone.
Eleanor, you can just on the other side of this bookcase, you can hear some kind of kerfuffle, if you will.
I run to there.
Mhm.
I reach down to my side, pull up my rope and shout, "Go, go, gadget rope!" And
Nice. Let's
I
do
don't know how
this.
to do it. If I target it and just hit the thing, well, maybe it'll do something.
I think I set it up, but it looks like I didn't. In which case, let's make it make a dexterity saving throw. Which it fails. It becomes restrained.
Do I keep hold of the rope, or does it sort of wrap itself around it? It's not actually clear what I do.
The rope darts off, so I don't think you necessarily hold it anymore.
The other end darts forward.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
the other
30
end
foot,
darts
it's
forward.
30 foot long, and you've only got a range of 20 foot, which makes you think that you've got
I
plenty
think you're
of-
holding it. Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably let go of it though, right?
Once
But-
I think once it's wrapped, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, I can keep hold of it if I want to. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. Cool. And then I will actually just sneak back around the corner.
Mhm.
And then take a stealth bonus action.
Nice. Yeah.
I think he could find you. It just follows the rope.
Indeed.
Shut up. It might not be that smart.
It might be the Warforged of creatures.
Oh, that's really not nice.
Elwyn, it's your turn. Sorry, Warforged.
Sit next to me, so I'm just gonna run this way.
I accept the apology.
Aww.
I was just expecting you to
Doesn't
go,
get an
what?
opportunity attack against me, either, Sam.
Sorry?
It doesn't get an opportunity attack, so I've got Zephyr Striker.
Yeah, you're all good.
And do I get advantage on this one, or does he see me where I ran past?
It's restrained. Everyone gets advantage attacking it.
Even arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not prone yet.
but that advantage is not a help for you.
No. Do I get advantage in the second shot as well as just the first?
Yeah, all attacks on it have advantage when it's a strange, yeah. Nice. Got it the second time. Nice. Yeah, Ella, you're on the other side of that bookcase, but you feel the rope go. There was a struggle initially with it, and then the rope just goes loose and sort of drops to the ground a little.
As if the creature inside of it is no longer being restrained.
Certainly seems that way, yeah.
It's dead. Cool.
Anything else for you, Alan?
Yeah, I'm going to. Does Carl look like he's taken a beating?
No.
He's taken some damage, but nothing significant.
It's all been mental.
I'll give him a little mental bunny to help him out,
Nice healing spirit.
and then I'll push him around the corner.
Yeah, all good.
That's on Carl.
Yeah.
Bunny rabbit.
In which case, roll a d6.
Who's rolling at me?
Elwyn, yeah. Nice.
Lovely.
Then it's your turn, Carl.
Okay, quick look round. Can't see anything here.
No, initial search doesn't show you anything there.
I'm gonna go back to movement. I'm gonna jump over its body and avoid treading on Pepper. Looking here, I saw this statue that was here. I actually saw it move. So is that gone?
Yeah, it had like the statue itself had like a cloak on it, which this creature looks like it was the creature laying in some kind of weight. Yeah.
So look at that statue and then that statue, and I guess that one, but that one's
none of them seem clothed. No.
Oh, bang goes the rage, I think.
Punch yourself.
Pepper's next to you.
I'm not attacking Pepper. I might jump back and attack thee.
Yeah, what kind of monster
You can
would
smack
do
me
that?
if you want. I don't mind. I'll be up for that.
That's just creeped me out.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm going
I
to
stand
jump
by it.
back to that side and just look down here, and then nothing else to do, so I'll hold an attack.
Yeah.
As the rage drops.
Were you attacked in the last turn?
On my last, the creature
Between
attacked.
turns have you been attacked?
Yes, so I won't have dropped yet then, I guess. I was attacked last time. But I think unless a creature appears, it's going to be irrelevant.
Just keep punching you, it's fine. I do literally no damage.
Oh!
Warforce, you turn just in time and hear this sort of skittering as you see an insect devourer just dashing across the floor in your direction. Swings up its claws at you, hitting you for 8 slashing damage, catching you by surprise, and then it attempts to psychically damage you. Yeah, you feel it trying to sort of invade you in some way, but there is no effect.
Can't invade me anyways. I rolled in that one on one of these and it didn't do anything.
Warforged, it's your turn.
Asking
Are you
do
feeling
I have any
lucky?
psychic?
Oh.
Do I have any psychic things? Don't think I do, sadly. Oh, I do.
Psychic
Do I
things?
want to
Are you looking
use
for
it?
spells?
Wait,
Exit.
Wait, are you trying to fight an intellect devourer with mind damage?
yes, I am. I
mean,
know.
it is-
Yeah, I know.
it
I
is
know.
a big old brain, so
Yeah. It,
Nice, yeah. You hit it for five psychic damage. It's also a penalty to its next saving throw.
Nice.
Anything else you want to do, Warforged?
no.
Okay. Yeah, you hear another one of those skittering noises, Warforged. Another one just rounds the corner down here. Dashes up towards you and just does the exact same thing. Rears up, sort of swinging these little claws at you. Hits you for some slashing damage. Then forces an intelligence save on you. And again, you can recognise some attempt at a sort of invasive move done on you, but you take no damage. Z, this cloak has just dropped to the floor in front of you.
yeah, I'm quite happy about that. It was a bit of an angry one. I hear this some kind of commotion. Is it going on down here?
Yeah.
I can hear it coming from. Cool. So I will step over this, so I can just about see a little fella there.
You can.
However, Carl is yet again in the way.
Burn him.
Oh, good job.
So yeah, I just cast lightning bolt. No, I will just shoot the old firebolt its direction and roll a 2.
Nice.
That's it. Done.
Well done. And Eleanor appears to be away from the keyboard. I didn't realise. Presumably shooting at one of these.
Yeah, shoot it.
I mean, she's got a clear line of sight to one, so. And it's going to be sneak attack, right? So. Nice. Yeah, she gets 10 damage through on that one with the sneak attack. Elwyn.
I still not see anything, can I?
Not currently, no.
Oh, sorry, I was AFK. I'm back. Did I miss my turn?
Yes, there's 2 insect arrows. Unless you want to do anything different, it's literally just happened. I assumed you would shoot the one you had a clear line of sight to.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I take a stealth check? So, can I do a stealth? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
And also, I'm assuming I can roll up my. Actually, no. I guess my bonus action will be rolling up my rope.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
It seems a bit unfair to make it not bonus action to roll it back up again. So
yeah, that's cool. That makes sense.
Magic rope.
yeah, but I'm happy to roll it up.
They're a bit smaller and hard to hit.
Nice. Yeah, you got it the second time.
5 into that.
Carl, you see 2 skittering brains just hanging around your automaton friend.
And as the rage definitely ends, well,
I didn't slap you. Sorry.
yeah, I'm obviously going to charge in. As I'm not raging, I'm going to be slightly more careful, and I'm going to at least flank it,
Smart.
and then how big are these things?
I mean, size like a humanoid brain on legs, essentially. They probably stand barely 1.5 feet, if that, off the ground.
Okay, I'm going to attack it with a sword, but I'm just debating how mechanically I would pick it up and boot it across the room. Oh, 2
2
damage.
damage, baby.
Yeah, let's double that.
Yeah.
There you go. That's 2 attacks. That's it for me at the moment.
Okay. This one here turns to you, Carl, as you dash in down there, swings the claws at you,
Oh
hits you
shit!
for 7 slashing damage,
That's not good.
and then you feel that just again that invasive, just
Mm.
burning inside of your mind.
Oh,
Nice.
whoa, that's more damage.
Yeah, 9 psychic damage.
Youch.
Hang on, you shouldn't be taking any on a success. Why is that? Done you some. There you go, that's better. You take none, Carl, you're fine.
That's better.
Warforged.
I'll just swing at this. The one that I already. Actually, no, I'll swing at this one because it's bloodied. Better. And also, I get flanking, so.
Yeah, boy.
Oh. Well.
Nice, crit hit.
Hey.
Do they have eyes?
No, they don't. They are literal, just brains on legs, essentially.
You know how there's like that bit in the brain, right, where it's like it goes sort of like there's. It looks like it's divided into 2 parts.
Mm-hmm.
I stab right through that and then lift up, and then it makes that look like it's proper, and then I properly split it into 2 halves.
You are disgusting. I love it. Yeah, nice.
Do you then pick up the left part of it and say, "Huh, I guess you weren't in your right mind."
Please say you do, Warforged.
Sure, Warforged does then.
Z.
Okay. That is my name. Oh, there's another one.
There is another one there.
Hello, other one. I wonder what I will do. Why has it got half cover? Oh, it doesn't.
Don't know what
It's
you
not.
mean.
It's fine. It's not gonna matter anyway. So,
Because you're fireballing.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Hey!
Nice.
I actually hit a thing.
You did.
Oh, I actually killed it.
You killed a thing.
Nice. Cool. I'm just gonna chill here because last time I ran on ahead, I got killed. I got attacked by a cloaker. So I'm good. I'm gonna stay here.
You're fine. We'll come out initiative.
Yeah, in character, do I know what those things were? I guess they're called cloakers. I don't know what they are out of character actually.
I will get any of you to make a survival check for me.
I mean, I know what it is. It's some sort of magical bullshit that the people who are collecting magical bullshit items has created. Along with these brains.
I know what I'm on about.
Well done, Z. Warforged?
Look, I'm paying attention. It's all good.
Oh, Warforged has gone.
Warforged
again,
is
obviously.
AFK.
Yeah. Silly me.
He's gone for his bi-hourly wander around the house.
It's amazing because when we're not playing D&D, you never see him. But once we start playing D&D, he's just got to go for a walk all the time.
Maybe it's avoiding you, Sam.
Yeah, it might well be. Thank you for that.
I was gonna say you've just got to read it as it is. I'm afraid. Like there is one constant in all of that.
Yeah, yeah, nothing about this seems particularly familiar to any of you. Eleanor and Elwyn. Not sure you've ever seen anything like this before, but you both recognise some sort of you pick up on some characteristics of it. These creatures, you notice they seem the skin of them, their wings, looks like leather. Could pass for leather easily if it was motionless, hanging around a large statue. Could easily look like a lever draped over that statue. But yeah, you're not familiar with them entirely, but yeah, nothing you've ever seen before.
Do I know if they're related to intellect devourers, having done quite a good role in intellect devourers before as well?
No connection that you're aware of.
Cool. That's the main thing I was looking for.
Yeah,
Because I know that Eleanor knows that there is something.
there's a
Um, there is something that the intellect devourers herald.
there's a
And
general theory, yeah, that insect devourers tend to be the precursor to something, but there's not a lot of details, and it's probably just based on the sort of vague knowledge that there is in the world of insect devourers. It's probably something a bit more menacing than this.
I don't know. They killed a dog.
yeah, wolf.
They full on errand it.
Also, it's just twigged that Sam, your character in Jake's campaign has the same name as my character in your campaign.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, I actually never realised that. Yes, you are right. Yeah.
Well,
I literally, I literally only just realised it now because I looked at your name as it still says Ellie. I was like, hang on a minute, that's not me.
Yeah, no, I've actually never noticed that somehow. How original
Wow,
of me.
that's assuming that Ellie is short for Eleanor.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Hi back, my name's Sam.
It's actually short for elephant.
Oh, don't make a teenage
shot
girl
for Elwyn.
paranoid. Yeah, you guys stop, take a look around. No more flying winged creatures. You can't see any more signs of insect devourers moving. Nobody feels anything invading their minds.
Well,
Oh, hang
pushing.
on. I spoke a little too soon. You're all looking around for a moment. No sign of winged creatures. Nothing invade. Then there's a sound. All of you, and again, it's not coming. It's clearly not coming from around you, rather than from within you. But you all hear it. Dad, that dog.
It's a wolf.
Get you all to make a perception check for me. Carl, you have -1 perception.
That's quite funny.
Yeah, Carl, you definitely you thought you recognised this voice maybe previously. You definitely know this voice. Yeah.
Just going to shake my head. It's
Who's that voice? Who's that
Whoever-
voice?
I'm just going to shout. Whoever is pretending to be him is going to die. I'll grind the what's left of that intellect devour in front of me into the ground with my boot.
Yeah.
Oh, was that your son?
I'm just going to ignore you. And there's got to be a nest somewhere. These things are coming from somewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and tend to Pepper while everyone's doing this.
Oh my god, yeah, Pepper. Can we do anything?
You can make a medicine check for me, Z. Well, Z, I hate to upset you for the second time tonight in your attempts to save a member of the party. But no, it's too late.
Oh,
I've got
take
my
it.
little heal thing if anyone wants to stand on it, like C and Carl. There's
I'm topped off. I'm fine.
still heals on it. Oh wait there, I heal myself with it. I'm even on top of me.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. There was like still 3 uses of it left, right? That you can easily get
Yeah.
back up to full health. You're only just short.
Yeah.
Did we ever find out what's through the door?
No, no one's been north yet.
We
No.
didn't get that far, did we? I'm going to point out that I saw some
Oh
strange
yeah.
thing down the
Yes,
corridor.
you missed this while you were putting out a fire in your back garden. Which sounds like a euphemism, but it's not. Yeah, there was a large bronze statue of a tiefling in front of it, like a small pool of water. We actually perception checks. You were actually the only one that sort of recognised this. These metal statues of tieflings are very common in Dwarf. Actually, they're found in like every major city, every town, like even like just public gathering places. They don't really like represent a particular person or deity or anything like that. They're just known as offerings. There's kind of they in dwarf they're like a sign of friendship that a creature that can look. I suppose the idea is that a creature that looks hellacious in its nature. It looks like a demon or a devil. Can actually be a friend. But it's very common in dwarf. Never seen one in Austral before. Quite odd to see it here, probably.
Is it a sort of thing that can act as a portal? I'll ask Eleanor.
As far as you're aware, Eleanor, they are literally basically large basins of water. No
Well,
actual properties to them or anything.
is there something I do with it normally?
It's quite common that in dwarf when they are primitive water fountains, I guess, or like more like drinking water fountains. They're kind of the idea is that a hellacious creature can offer you something that is essential to life. It's you can drink from it, but it doesn't have any like special properties or anything like that. It really is just a kind of memento symbolic thing rather than anything else.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go up there whilst everyone's chilling.
Mm.
People can stop me if they wish because I'm wandering a little bit off. But I'm going to go up and take a drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does anything happen when I drink from it?
No, the water's a little on the sort of stale side. It doesn't taste like fresh water. But nothing happens. You don't feel any worse for it. You don't feel any better for it. It's like taking a quick mouthful of water.
Cool. I'm going to also use it to sort of wash some of the not into the bowl itself.
Yeah.
But take the water out of the bowl and wash some of the grime and blood and brains off of me or whatever's I've managed to get on me.
worries.
And sort of I guess take this moment to think of home a little bit.
Mm.
And then I wander back down in a minute or two.
Yeah, you're doing that, Eleanor. Elwyn, you are presumably
Pepper's corpse where Leokins is.
yeah, as you're sort of stood over Pepper. As that happens, there's everyone hears a voice again. Voice that one of you recognizes, or one of you recognizes the original voice, whereas all of you recognize the voice despite having heard it before. It's not too late, Dad. You can make things right. Come find me.
if I can, the bookcase that I'm just stood next to.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab it and smash it to the ground.
Yeah, it's not attached to anything. You can pull the whole thing down.
Just shouting, "You're not him!"
And just again, one last time, everyone hears this. Dad, it's one chance to make this right. Find me.
So I move further. In my head, I'm thinking I'm looking for more intellect of ours, but in reality, I'm really just stamping along here and just looking for something to smash, being angry.
Then one other voice comes through everyone's mind again. Again, you've all heard this voice before. One of you recognizes it. My creation. You could bring me back, and we could complete my work together as we intended. Come find me.
But how? Where are you?
Below. Deeper.
How much deeper?
My creation. Just one more set of stairs.
Guys, we need to go one set of stairs down. It's very important.
Did we reach the bottom of the stairs, or did we just reach this level?
So every other level you would come down so far was just one long spiral staircase, but this was the lowest level of that spiral staircase. Yeah.
Door.
That's
Around the
where
corner.
we'll end the session.
Gonna be the thing.
I guess, yeah.
God,
Dan.
I really want to, as a human being, not as a character, Google whatever those things are that you literally forget what they're called every single time, and see whether they could do this sort of like mind thing. But also at the same time, I don't want to spoil what's down there.
Yeah, I don't know, but I would have said anything that can, anything that like shaped like a brain that can psychically attack you can probably do this sort of stuff.
I expect it's their boss, right? Because they sort of herald the approach of something bigger than themselves.
Their queen.
Mindflayer.
Mindfire, thank you. That's what they're called. I always feel they're called.
If it helps in any way, like anyone, well, I say anyone, what I basically mean is Jake, because
Hi.
no, I do consider you a friend, but you are a nerd.
Hi.
Quite a lot of the creatures I've used in this campaign, I've like homebrewed or changed, or at least changed some of the things they do from like the thing. So if you were to read an Intellect Devour or a Mind Flayer stat block, it doesn't necessarily mean that everything's like for like.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Jake's
I'm
probably
not
noticed
really,
that at some point, I imagine.
I'm not really planning. I would never want to like sort of know
Yeah,
what's
no.
coming up. It's just like my mind is going like, I wonder what's down there. I wonder if it's a mind fire.
It's inevitable as like someone outside of a story at this point to go like, oh, this is some kind of manipulation, right? Yeah.
I think even in the story, I mean,
Yeah.
Carl, if you could get Carl to calm down enough and not growl at you if you try and ask him about the voice, he would logically say it must be a trap, because two different voices both saying, "Oh, come here." It's got to be a trap, but at the same time, that's the way we're going.
Yep. Best thing to do with the trap, spring the trap.
Best thing to do with the traps, push Elwyn in.
You could all leave and go out to the forest, it's fine.
Oh, I liked the forest. They didn't like
You
me.
ruined it! You
No,
got everyone chucked
I
out.
was fine. The old lady ruined the forest, and I stand by that.
I don't like the old lady was a dick. I agree.
I
That's
liked her. She was nice.
She wanted my book. She wanted my power for herself.
Well, your book is bad, so
My book is great.
uh,
your
your book has caused basically all of our trouble so far.
Yeah, but without it, no campaign. So, you're welcome.
That's fair enough.
Thanks
Or,
for a
I
year
guess
of
more importantly,
entertainment.
more importantly, without it, no distractions from Sam's actual written story. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I was going to say
It's
without
taken us a year of distractions, wandering around with that book causing shit, and now we're finally what's meant to be done.
Well, without spoiling future things that might come up, I have definitely had some part in the distractions. So
Yeah.
some large part of the distractions, but
I like
maybe that will
being
come up
distracted.
eventually.
Everyone's got varying amounts of blame, yeah.
I had a question that I was
yeah.
going to ask because it felt like it was a point that I could ask it without it being spoilery, and I thought of it just before we started playing, and it's completely gone.
The answer is no.
Oh, no, it's really annoying because it was one of those things. If it was like did something